Alright, time to get this party started. Hello. Hello everybody. Shino and Penguin back at you with another Saturday Umamusume stream. Hope you are all ready for some League of Heroes content. Yeah, I'm ready. I got my well, I did. At this point I feel like it's been a long time since I had a little bit of a sugar rush, so maybe it's about to wear down pretty soon. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling saucy. I'm ready. I have a plan, and I'm ready to execute it. So let's talk Uma and why we do this stuff, and hopefully kind of grind through this event as well. So kind of two birds, one stone. So without further ado, nothing else to kind of go into, so we will kind of just get started. Let's do it. Vertical. Oh, well, you know what? I know what's happening. I haven't even opened the game yet. Ha 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 ha. Well, there was your VPN, in case you were curious about that, I guess. Okay, well, here we go. Here's the actual game. Christ almighty, that's loud. Okay. At least on my end. Let me turn that down a little bit. Just a little bit. Properties. That's the properties. Let me turn that down. Okay, that should be good. Okay. So, wait, hold on. How's volume here? Oh, okay, that might also be a reason why it's loud as hell. Okay. Actually, before we do this, I haven't even done my 10 pull yet, my free 10 pull, which actually turns out this tap support card is actually super good for frontrunners, so I kind of want to get a copy of her. Actually, I should take that back. I want more copies of her. I'm greedy as hell. I'm greedy as all hell, so I did get one copy. You can see I've already done quite a number of pulls, but I'm greedy and I want more, so let's see if we can't do it. That's not anything. Okay, let me do that. Let me do my free poll, not free, my paid poll, and then we will, and then I'll see how it goes from there. Shoot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let me do this and see how lucky I am with this one. Another whole bunch of nothing. Okay, this is day 4 of the 80 polls, right? So, as far as I remember, hold on, I can check my history. Yeah, this should be day 4. Okay, so that means after this we have 40 more polls to go. I just gotta think about this logically because I don't want to do too many polls. I think I should have enough carrots to be able to do a pity. Now, I don't know how feasible Tap is with just a few copies. Hopefully she is, but I don't think so. I did a test run with just the, well, not just with her, but like with a few things. Well, that was that was one of the worst pulls I've had in my life. Look at this. Literally just one SR. That is actually the minimum. I love it. Okay. And by I love it, I mean I hate it. I kind of want to do one more. Do I want to test my luck? Here's the thing. I have, what is that? 60 more pulls. Well, I don't have to use all my carrots right now. Let's do one more. Sure, why not? Let's see how lucky we can get. Oh, slightly better, maybe? Slightly better, I guess, but still a whole bunch of garbo. Okay, I'll save my carrots for later. Because, like I said, I did at least get one copy of her, which you can see right here. Yeah, here. No, wait, hold on. Where it went? Where? Okay, which you can't see here because I didn't use it for any of my things. Where? Actually, hold on. No, not you. Where is it? It might. Wait, hold on. I know where it is. There it is. Yeah, see, so I do at least have one copy of her. I also got one copy of the digital card. I don't know how good that is, but I definitely want this one because this one has a lot of good skills for frontrunners, especially medium frontrunners, so I feel like that could be very useful for the future. Especially since there hasn't really been any cards that have been specialized, like power cards that are specialized for frontrunners, so I feel like this is going to be a pretty good card to invest in. So I'm going to try my best to get lucky with that. But also, I'm not going to use too much paid gems. I'm trying to save my money here, you know? I already spent way too much money on other stuff. Can't be spending too much money on gacha games. So League of Heroes. Just kind of go into a discussion there before we dive into that. Actually, let me pull up the good old fashioned. Let me just I have it up right now. So You can see here, you know, we got the old reliable site that I like to use. I should actually probably zoom that in even more. Hello. There we go. Okay, so you can see here, you know, our best characters are, of course, you know, the Valentine's Machan and the most recent Ballroom Bakshino. Unfortunately, I don't have this one. I do have a Machan, though. We have a whole bevy of other characters that are pretty decent. Surprisingly, Ines, Valentine's version, is also S rank, which is actually kind of surprising to me. Usually, I feel like these characters usually be like this, right? Like the Rocker Mayano, or what else are kind of like. I guess that's like these are the only two that don't have innate sprint kind of aptitudes. Everybody else here already has like at least like an 8 at sprint, as far as I'm concerned. You know, you have characters like Suzuka, Bourbon. This is where I think usually like Ines would fall into, but I guess she has enough good skills to kind of elevate her up here, which, you know, I'm absolutely down for. So 100% going to bring Ines and Machan, and I think Believe. So these are my 3, I think, that I'm going to use. What that means, though, is if I scroll down to kind of the recommended support cards for the front-runner distance, obviously you have good old Unsu and Nishino, which is hilarious considering they're the ship there. But those two are kind of the recommended pairings for front-runners. Luckily, I do have quite a bit of those. The only issue is I'm probably going to have to build a parent for Ines just because I don't have any good either Nishino or sorry, Flower or Seiyun Sky parents that include short aptitudes, and I'm going to need like a lot of those if I want to try and get Ines from, what is it, G all the way to like an S, which based on what happened during the last CM, it's possible. It's not impossible, especially if I can just, you know, fully load up my parents with all short factors. Like, that is 100% possible, but that requires me building a parent. So I don't think I'm going to get as lucky as I did last time when I was able to get like a parent, a very good Seiyun Sky parent, literally the first time I tried. Don't think that's going to happen this time, so we'll just have to... I might do that as well today, just kind of build a parent. We'll see how that goes. I already used up my free build a parent, that kind of premium feature that's only available during the beginning of the month. So that's kind of rip. But you can see here, you know, you got the kind of recommended support card deck lineup, you know, tap. So this is saying like, oh, this is highly, like pretty much required to bring. So you have tap, you have Machan, you have Ebayan, you got Bourbon and Almond Eye are kind of like the, you know, that'd be nice, but like, you know, these are not as required. And then obviously Casino Drive. Unfortunately, you know, Machan just came out like a few gachas ago, and she's also heavily specialized. But I mean, this is a short distance, so she's 100% kind of necessary here. Not so much if you're bringing Machan, though, so that's kind of something I just realized is if I'm going to be bringing Valentine's Machan, I can't use this one. So fortunately, the secondary choice is Karen-chan, which I actually do have like one limit broken copy of. Not the best, but it's still actually comparable to, you know, comparably, I have 0 copies, 1 copy of this, 1 copy of this, so yeah, it's and I actually do have 1 copy of the Cowstone Light O card as well. I don't know how feasible that is, but, you know, if I'm going to be bringing it for the skills, you know, that's, so if I actually go back to, once I'm done explaining through all this, the support card decks I have built out for the League of Heroes stuff, I use Cowstone Lido just because, like, I think that's it has the better supports, or I'm sorry, skills, than like an Almond Eye or any of these other cards. So I think these two are what I'm going to be bringing along for the front runner side of things. And then yeah, I might just bring Bourbon and then Machan these two, and then yeah, that's kind of a easy thing there. For the pace chaser that I'm going to be bringing, Believe. Hey Gabe, what's up? Just doing some explanationing for what I'm thinking for League of Heroes stuff. So for pace chasers, I mean, you can see, you know, you got Flower and you got Valentine's Taiki. Interesting. But for support card deck lineup, I think this is kind of similar, right? You have, obviously you're going to bring Teo because she's needed for pacers. Fine Motion, Machan, Kana. This one's recommending 2 Guts, which I think is kind of interesting. But you can always just go, you see, you know, Cowstone Lido, Teo, and then I think it's like something like this, and then bring Fine Motion, Machan, Ebayan, Casino Drive. So if I go back to what I have in terms of kind of planned out support card deck lineup, so this this is what I have for Ines. Or sorry, this is what I have for Machan. Like I said, I can't bring the Machan support card to train herself, so I have Cotton instead. And I do have like a limit broken one limit broken, so it's better than nothing. And then you can see here, I have 0 limit broken Calstone Lido, 0 limit broken Bourbon, and then I'm going to be bringing Tap because I do have 1 copy of Tap, like I've shown right here. But if it's a decision between bringing, like borrowing the Machan, or like borrowing the Bourbon, borrowing the Calstone Lido, or borrowing the Tap, I think I might want to borrow the Tap. And I could be proven wrong, so if anybody has any insight on that, please let me know. But my thought is, from what I've been reading, Calstone Lido as a 0 LB is actually pretty okay, so we'll see based on some of the runs I do, but it didn't seem like it was that bad. So that's what I'm going to be. This is my Machan one, this is for Believe. Unfortunately, yeah, like I have limited options of what I can bring. Obviously, you know, obviously want this Fine Motion to be a little bit more closer to MLB. Want this Teo also to be a little bit better, and obviously want this also to be better. But when I don't have any copies of Machan, I'm kind of limited to what I can bring, so that's why this is the way it is right now for Believe. And then for Ines, it's kind of the same, except instead of Karen, I'm bringing Machan here. So we'll see how this goes. Again, I probably need to build a parent, either Seiyun Sky or Flower, that has all kind of the, what is it, the short aptitude, short factors, which I don't have right now, so we might have to do that eventually. But before that, I think we want to probably start with Machan. I did do a test run with Machan. It did not go well. I'm not going to show it because it was horrible. But there we go. You can see I've already did a run yesterday just to preload, see how that goes. Not well. But we'll try it again and see if we can't get any slightly better results. Next time a good speed card comes out, I need to get it. My only speed card is MLB-I. I mean, if you're training frontrunners, I think the Tap Dance City card that's out right now is actually pretty good. It has some good stats, or some good skills for frontrunners. So it seems like it's pretty, and they're giving 80 free pulls for it, so you know, I've been trying to invest in that one. Then again, if you're not interested in frontrunners, maybe not, but there hasn't been any specialized frontrunner speed cards yet, so I feel like this is a pretty good one to go into. No, not you. This one. Okay. And I don't need this. Do I want? No, I don't. It's fine. I get enough event points as is. Alright, Machan, let's do it. Okay, complete my first resident island in Tomodachi. Ooh. Critique. It's actually pretty good. Nice. That is pretty good. The comically small ears, though, I think it's. I mean, I know there's the limit in how much you can draw, but I just those ears are so small. But that's pretty good for drawing there. I would probably not be any better. I need to show off. I don't think I ever did. I ever show my my Wade? I don't think I did. That's the only thing I've actually drawn for Tomodachi Life. It's not great, but I feel like you can probably. It's passable. I think is all I'll say about that. But yeah, you haven't seen it. I don't think maybe I haven't shown it, but I don't have pictures of it handy. I'd have to have my Switch out, so probably next week during the Super Mario stream I'll show that, I guess. But the Galaxy 2 stream. But it's also cursed because it doesn't have any of the like gradation, because I was too lazy to actually draw in the gradation, so I was like, I'll just draw him with the beak and I guess the eyebrows. So it doesn't look amazing, but it's good enough for me. I figure it's alright. My Wish.com Wade goes well with my Wish.com Ines Fujin and my Wish.com Temari from Idolmaster. And then all the other characters I have are fictional characters from my brain. Ooh, yes. Which, yeah, speaking of Tomodachi, how's that been going? I've been checking in on the island, obviously. Haven't been playing it as much as I used to, but still kind of check in every once in a while. So far, I have 2 married couples. I already have a child that that's in play in my kind of island right now. So I think I mentioned I have a character that I carried over from my last from the original Tomodachi Life, one of my favorite characters who I named Timothy T. Timmers. So I recreated him in the new game. He married the first kind of island villager person I made, whose name is Jeffrey, and it's a female Jeffrey. And then they had a child, and I named him Tomothy, so it's Tomothy T. Timmers. And so he's living well on the island right now, along with all the other villagers, all the other members of the island. But that's the first couple. The second couple was, I think I talked about it, it's a goth, it's like my version of like a goth girl, who I named Landmina, after the whole idea of like landmine girl. So she married a villager, or like a villager that I kind of created to be like a kind of an alien in disguise, but it's a very poorly disguised alien. So he has the trait of like floating around the island. He like has the what other traits he has? He has like the one where it's like, you know, doubtful about the food he gives, and then he like sniffs it and it's just like, oh, is this really edible? So it's like non-human stuff. But somehow he got away with it, and he got somebody to actually love him. So they're now married. And the sad part about that is that Landmina was actually some, like, my me version had a crush on her, so unfortunately he got rejected. There was the whole sequence of, like, I think I had the confession in the Ferris wheel, so it's the whole thing of, like, you know, like, oh, I'll confess my love, and it's like, wait! And then there's, like, one other random villager that came in, and then it's, like, another random villager came in, so it was, like, 3 of them. It's like, who do you choose? And it was pretty obvious, because Landmina unfortunately had a crush on the alien guy. His name is Ludwig, so that was already doomed from the start, unfortunately. But, you know, you live, you learn. That's the shenanigans. Also, Temari, the version of Temari I made from Gaku and Idolmaster, has a crush on my me version. Unfortunately, she tried asking him out and got rejected, but for some reason, usually when you get asked, or usually when you get rejected, usually they just give up, but she hasn't given up yet. She's like close, but she still has the crush. So I'm trying to get them closer together so that my version of me can actually, you know, what is the word? Reciprocate, that's the word. Yeah, reciprocate, so you know, maybe they can actually, maybe he can reciprocate her feelings and they can actually get together. I don't know, because he doesn't really have any other crushes otherwise, so I don't know why he's so not. It's just like no, but so that's been my island, and I've been adding other villagers here and there. Like I have a guy who's like stereotypical like neckbeard, not with the actual neckbeard, but like very close. So he's been doing well, I guess. He's had relationships and all that, and I say that as in, like, you know, friendships, but like nothing. Oh yeah, he did have a crush on Temari, but I convinced him to say no to that because I'm trying to play matchmaker with my own me and Temari. I can't have a rival. So like as soon as he was like, oh, I want to give up, I'm like, yes, give up already. So fun times in Tomodachi Life in fun island. I saw someone make an Animal Crossing island on Twitter. I gotta find it. There were so many creative different, like, I mean, obviously I've seen all the Uma islands. I've seen, like, basically anything that you can think of in terms of, like, a fandom. There's probably an island for that. And then there's stuff like me, where I just mix together all the kind of different fandoms of stuff I have, like Animal Crossing and Uma and Gaku and Idolmaster. AKA I just have one character from each. But it's just kind of funny to see the relationships come up from that. Like, my version of Wade is best friends with an old guy, like a random old guy I made, who has like a really deep voice and wrinkles, and he's short and he's kind of cranky, but for some reason they're best friends, so I don't know, sometimes it just works like that. But that's been all that, so I've been mostly just trying to spend the most, like, and it's kind of funny, I'm at like, what, island level 61, and I still haven't found anybody's favorite food or like least favorite food yet. I don't know. And I have been feeding them, so it's not like, you know, it's like a lack of trying, but I have not been able to find any kind of successes on that front, I guess. Which, I don't know, maybe eventually I might, but it's kind of been unsuccessful on that front. I did get a fight, though. I have had one fight. I know there's been... I saw on social media people were like, oh, they don't fight anymore, this is all boring and stuff. Like, I'm level 100 and I haven't seen a single fight. And it's like, well, I've seen one fight break out. They're still friends, though, I think. It's a Timothy and the alien guy. I don't know what they were fighting for, but they did. And so I had to reconcile with all that. What is... Yeah, let's go with this one, sure. So... Good old Tomodachi life, all the fun stuff there. I am still a little bit disappointed that they didn't they cut out the concert hall. That was one of my favorite parts of the original game. Just being able to change the lyrics of the kind of pre-made songs to sing about the most stupid stuff. I kind of understand why they didn't include it in the new game. It's obviously can be rife with abuse. But I feel like that could be the case for almost anything in the game, so I don't know why they just, you know... Same with Quirky Questions too, although I didn't really like Quirky Questions as much. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but... that was... You know, that's something I did miss. I mean, it's funny if you sometimes you ask them about, like, inappropriate stuff, which I guess is kind of the whole reason why they didn't include it in the first place, but... Still, man, I don't know. I kind of miss that stuff. It's like, yeah, exactly. You can make them say anything with island. Exactly, you can make them say anything with the lingo. So it's just like I had example of that is I had one of my one of my phrases is bussy. So it's like, oh, you want to talk about saying the phrase bussy? It's like, come on. It's like, you know, they can get away with saying anything. So I don't know. Maybe they want to limit a little bit of that, but I feel like there's only so much they can really do, and that's kind of, I guess, the same reason why they didn't have the capabilities of doing the sharing of the creations and stuff. Like that feels like that's a little, I don't know, too restrictive. But I guess I understand why. It's just, again, a little bit annoying. Man, this is not good. I want to do this, but I also hate it. Let's do dreams. But yeah, speaking of island lingo, it's funny because, man, what are the what the heck is this? Oh, this is terrible. Like some of my island lingo is the stupidest stuff. Obviously, I think there's stuff like I have stuff with like references to Uma, so like Ines Fujin. I know sometimes the villagers can like ask you like, oh, what's your least favorite thing? So I couldn't think of anything, so I just put Mechiro Vamonu. So that's an island lingo. But there's also stuff like related to the characters. For instance, like Wade with Animal Crossing. Like, you know, obviously he's a lazy villager. Lazy villagers in Animal Crossing like to, you know, eat snacks, take lots of naps, that kind of thing. So that's part of my lingo with like napping, eating snacks. Watching anime was one of them. Goth fashion. What else was there? A Roth IRA, because I remember I think one of the things that the villager asked me was like, what is your what is your most prized possession? And I don't know, I couldn't think of anything for whatever reason. The first thought in my head was, you know, my Roth IRA is pretty good, I guess, so I guess I'll just put that in. That'd be kind of random to have, and so there you go. It's just like, yeah, Roth IRA. Yeah, I don't know. So that was one. Katsu. Speaking of which, I had a pretty good katsu meal today. If going into the weekend stuff, how's my weekend been doing? I went out to go to a art. I think I mentioned I was going to do this yesterday, but I went out to an art exhibit. And I guess I can describe what it's about because, yeah. So I went to Little Tokyo. It's kind of a neighborhood around here in Los Angeles. I go there. I've been there quite a few times at this point, actually, but this is the first time I actually went to some place to actually eat over there, and I'm surprised because I looked up places to eat around that area, and there was one that apparently people recommended because it had pretty good katsu, And I'm surprised because I passed by it so many times. Like every time I went there, I think I passed by that area, and I never noticed that there was like a restaurant over there that. So that was on me for not even noticing. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like if you don't look around and like take in the sights and stuff, you just pass by all these good places. So I went there for lunch today. It was very good. It was so freaking expensive. I'm just gonna say that it was like $24 for a katsu set. I was like, whoo, yikes. But like I said, I think many times in the past, food is expensive now. Everything's expensive, but like food especially. So, you know, it is what it is. But it was good. Would I get it again? Probably not because it's expensive, but it was good. So I got that. I went to this art exhibit. It was what was it? It was about the it was called Monuments. It was like the last week that it was happening, so it was originally, I think it was a paid thing, but they made it free for the final week that was available. So I decided to be like, you know what, let's go over there. You know, it's right near Little Tokyo. I can stop by, look at some art, and also do the usual thing of walking around Little Tokyo, all the kind of shops there with the anime stuff and the and all that fun things. So got to enjoy that. But the art exhibit was really nice. I actually really enjoyed it. Basically, so I mean the title is Monuments, but like it's about the thing with like way back, not way back. This was like probably like 4 or 5 years ago, with the whole thing like movement around tearing down. And this is gonna be a bit of a serious subject, but like tearing down Confederate sort of monuments, because there's kind of still, even now there's still a lot of them, but like way back there were, you know, like an outcry. I think this was around like 2020, back when, you know, people were like, oh, why are we having these like monuments dedicated to like these like Confederate like generals and all that stuff. It's like, why do we have this? And it's just like, that's, you know, and then they get like kind of taken down. And so that art exhibit actually included some of those monuments that were taken down, as well as some other kind of related pieces. And it was very informative for sure, and very thought-provoking, I think, for to put it bluntly. So it was nice. I enjoyed it. I don't know, I think it might be ending tomorrow maybe, but, or like maybe, when does it end? Hold on, let me look this up. It's ending soon. I mean, like I said, it's the last week, so but I would recommend, if you're in the area, I definitely recommend going, because it's very, very interesting, and I really enjoyed it. So it ends May 3rd. Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know. Well, if you have time, definitely would recommend, but that's also contingent on if you live in this area, which is a whole thing. So blah 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 blah. But I did that. Took a look around the usual stores for any more Uma stuff. Nothing too crazy. I think the last time I went to Little Tokyo, I stopped by the local Book Off, which, if you don't know, is like a secondhand store that sells kind of, you can sell your like kind of goods to them, and then they resell it in their stores. And so there's like a lot of different like kind of rare items and stuff, and so it's nice to kind of look around and see. They do have like a little mini section for like stuff around Uma, but it's pales in comparison to like a lot of the other kind of sections there. But I took a look. There was some pretty, overall, you know, obviously there wasn't any Ines Fujin stuff this time. There was when I stopped by last time, which was really nice. I think I told the story of how it was one of the Ichiban Kuji kind of prizes. It was like an Ines Fujin acrylic stand, which I'm holding right now, actually. There you go. So I instantly pounced on that, because I was like, I barely ever see any Ines stuff, so I'm like, hell yeah, we're going for that. But yeah, fun stuff. There anything? I mean, that was pretty much it. Got my standard boba, walked around, did all the fun stuff. Here we go, short S. Okay, good stuff. And that was that. And so that has been my day. And then I found out that there was actually an art festival that's happening near me. That's also going on tomorrow, so I might go there as well. Just kind of crazy, because sometimes, usually for weekends for me, like I usually just take one day to do kind of any social things, like go out, and then the other day to just kind of stay at home and make it a lazy day and kind of, usually it's like a Saturday, it's like Saturday, do stuff, Sunday, like just stay home, watch, you know, just watch all the variety shows that I kind of need to watch, Korean varieties, and get ready for the upcoming week. But I might actually do stuff tomorrow, so who is to say? Maybe I am actually becoming more social, question mark, and that's a low bar, but like, you know, gotta go out there, experience the area, you know, there's so much stuff to do here, you gotta take advantage of it, you can't just lay home all day. It's something that I've kind of realized, because I think before last week, I think I went, it was like a streak of weekends where I did not leave my house, and that's not good. So I need to definitely do more stuff, especially living out here. But yeah, that's that. No, that was saturation. Aqua. Also, I do like the this plan that we're on, the sprint, the turf sprint, because it ends really early, right? Like it ends at the Takamatsu no Miyakinen, or whatever the heck this is called, which is, you can see it's like late March of senior year, which means you have so many turns to train until you get to the Breeders' Cup race. Speaking of horse races, Kentucky Derby happened today, so congrats to, who was the one who won that? Who won the Kentucky Derby? I saw it was not the favorite, right? It wasn't what was his name? Renegade or whatever. Yeah, it was Golden Tempo. Yeah, last to first. So congrats to him. And yeah, there were two Japanese horses that raced in that. They didn't really do as well, but that's, you know, that's fine. You know. Fun stuff there. We'll see how successful you can be in the next upcoming races. I always find it funny how, and I even knew this before getting into Uma and like horse racing, but like the time between the Kentucky Derby and what is the second race, the Belmont Stakes, is so short. It's kind of crazy. I guess that's kind of drives into the whole thing of like why there's so few Triple Crown, because it's like it's such a short turnaround to get to the next race there. But either way, I mean, it's happened before, so we will just have to see how he does. Interested to see that. Also, Spring Tenno Show is coming, I think, soon, right? It's a day tomorrow, sometime this weekend, so exciting times. Fun stuff. I know it was Croix du Nord as a heavy favorite, which I actually kind of find interesting, considering he hasn't really been. Correct me if I'm wrong. He hasn't really been tested in any long distances, right? It's just more so it feels like the rest of the field is kind of weaker. That might be one kind of thing into the reason why he's so heavily favored. But I do think that's kind of funny. But we'll see how he kind of tests in the actual race. Only time will tell. You never know. Wow, I hate all of this. Let's just load up on here. Load up on speed. Okay, well, I kind of want to do that because it's double. You can see it was the double support boys. Support Umers. Not ideal. I've run out of energy. You know what that means. Oh, what are you doing? Look at Desire over here doing her prayer dance. I don't even know what the hell is she doing. I guess it's a prayer dance because the other two are just like forced to pray while she's doing whatever ritual she's doing there. I feel like she's gonna be an interesting character to play as. or not play as, sorry, to train whenever she becomes trainable. Okay, anyway, I could probably do dreams. I think I just kind of put myself in a corner here. I have to do dreams on, yeah, this, on that, so I can at least get some energy back. Because there's still one more. Wait, is there still one more? Did I fuck up? I fucked up. Well, either way, it's fine. I was gonna be like, there's one more summer training. Wrong. I don't know what turn it is. What day is it today? With that feeling. Okay, well, shiitake. Let me just do this, I guess. Okay, Cowstone's done, so that's good. Sprinter Steaks. Machan. Valentine's. The Takamatsu no Miyakina. Is that what that's called? The Takamatsu... Hold on. I think I'm just getting that confused with the Takarazuka Kinen. I'm like, what would be the best site for this? Short G1. The Takamatsu... Oh my god, I actually said it right. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised at that. I thought I said it wrong. Yeah, it's the Takamatsu no Miyakinen. Takamatsu no Miyakinen. Okay, I got it. Takamatsu no Miya. Okay. Anyway, yes, the Takamatsu no Miyakinen is the last one there. What am I doing? I don't need energy. Let's see. Yes. The other, and this isn't as interesting, but the other thing that I did do before the stream started was I was catching up on music. Because, like, what I like to do is I like to go into, like, there's different channels that I follow for, like, EDM-ish music, like No Copyright Sounds and Monster Cat, labels, basically, like, they host different artists and stuff. And I've gotten a lot of the songs that I listen to through there, especially, NCS is kind of nice because it allows you to play the music, it's non-copyright sounds, so the whole thing is, like, you can play the music on stuff like streams and stuff. So like whenever I do my American Truck Simulator, my Truckin' and Yappin' series, like I play that in the background. And so far I haven't gotten copyright struck yet, so you know, it's yet at least, but so it's nice, but it's still nice music too. But the other thing is also I have mostly just been kind of listening to that music, and I've been kind of slacking on other stuff. And so I went on a little bit of a rampage, a little bit of a spree of kind of listening to other music that was recommended. I started with, I think, the newest Gakumas music video, or no, not the newest one. Yeah, the newest one, the Campus Mode one that came out. And then that led to other kind of recommendations. And I found some really good songs, actually, and some really good artists. So I spent the last kind of hour or two before stream just kind of listening to those and adding those to my playlists. It's always good when you listen to... It's always nice when you kind of discover new artists. I feel like I'm at a point... Sometimes I get to a point where I kind of go on a little bit of a... How do you say? Of a rut when it comes to listening to music, especially since my music listening patterns are I just listen to the same playlist of like 20 something songs on repeat until I get sick and tired of it. And sometimes it gets to a point where I just, you know, like I don't have any songs that really kind of come to mind, or like kind of something like, oh, this could be something fun to listen to. It's just like, oh, it's just the same stuff over and over again. So it's nice to listen to different genres and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Uma music. Like, there's a couple of Uma songs that I listen to on repeat. Like, I think Uma in America. I still listen to the Tucker Skillup Island. That's honestly one song that I still have on my repeat playlist. I just really like that one. But I don't know, it's just like... I did feel like I was in a little bit of a rut, so it's kind of nice just to kind of diversify. I like kind of go into different music and stuff. So that being said, this is why I listen to like a whole different like bevy of genres. So like not just like kind of EDM or kind of this anime style Uma stuff. Slash Gakuma stuff, but also like stuff like classical, or like sometimes I even like to go into my like my emo phase, and I have songs for that. Although I didn't really have an emo phase per se growing up, so maybe that explains why I kind of like those songs. Stuff like, you know, Linkin Park and like My Chemical Romance, Green Day, that kind of stuff. There is one Linkin Park song that I have had on my playlist, my repeat playlist for quite some time now. It's Waiting Until the End. I think that song I actually discovered through a rhythm game, believe it or not, back when I was growing up. I don't know if any of y'all know this, but there was a game for iOS called Tap Tap Revenge, which is not a thing anymore, but like it was pretty big back in the day, and I remember playing that because I didn't have an iPhone, but I had an iPod Touch. Growing up, so I had a few of those games. Some of the classic games, right? Oh man, remember back in the day, you had stuff like Fruit Ninja, Angry Birds, back before it became a whole franchise. You had like Cut the Rope, Doodle Jump. There was that really kind of, honestly, in hindsight, kind of fucked up game. The one where you're like a god and you're like controlling. You're like making the lives of all these kind of island people miserable. It's like, what is that game? Pocket God. Yeah. So that in hindsight, that game was pretty fucked up, but like I also kind of enjoyed that one. Yeah, so I had a whole bunch of different games I played, but yeah, Tap Tap Revenge was one of them, and that was one of the songs. I actually discovered this, I think this was back a few years ago. I went on a little rampage of like, oh man, I remember Tap Tap Revenge, man. It's like, and then I watched gameplay videos of it from like 15 years ago or whatever. And then like I saw like one of the songs, I was like, oh, this is a song I remember playing a lot of. It's like this Linkin Park song. Granted, it was only like the back half of it, but like I remember this. And then I listened to the actual song, I was like, man, this brings back good memories. And then ever since then, I have not stopped listening to it. So, you know, it's funny how that works sometimes. But yeah, that song. There's a couple of songs in that playlist that have been in my kind of repeat playlist for honestly years now. One of them is Mrs. Green Apple, which I know, I'm surprised Mrs. Green Apple is so goddamn popular. I mean, I'm not surprised. I actually do enjoy their songs, but they are so popular. They are like probably one of the most popular bands in Japan, which is honestly really crazy. I thought they were like kind of my little secret, but nah, they're actually really popular. So their song Aotonatsu, which I think is like Summer, Blue in Summer, very good. The music video for that is also really one of my favorite music videos. There's some really nice moments in that. Highly recommend watching that if you haven't. But that song's also been on my playlist for forever. Let me actually pull up Twitter, or not Twitter. Let me pull up my Spotify real quick. Yeah, Mrs. Green Apple's Aotonatsu, Photon Maidens Be With the World, which that came from D4DJ, which I know D4DJ I have not touched in years, but some of those songs are really, really good. And that song in particular, really good combination of like the instrumentation and then the kind of I think it's a really good example of the type of kind of electronic songs I like, which is kind of the more EDM, I wouldn't say EDM, but kind of more, and I'm not good with like subgenres and like kind of specifics of that, but like melodic dubstep I think was the best kind of descriptor I've seen of it. It's dubstep, so it's like, you know, it has the deep bass tones, but it also has like a little bit of an underarching melody. I've also seen like future bass, drum and bass, that's kind of other descriptors of it, but kind of along those lines, right? And it has also kind of like a nice lyrics. One of my biggest gripes with electronic songs is that they have shit lyrics. It's like the same like phrase repeated over and over and over again. So those songs are usually not my favorites. It usually is like the songs that actually have like okay lyrics. And then I guess there's the other end of the spectrum of that, where it's like there's like lyrics that are like so cheesy and it's like, ugh, gross. It's just, listening to this makes me cringe. But You know, then you have the happy medium of like, you know, songs that have good lyrics, or like have lyrics that aren't just the same line, but also aren't, you know, overly kind of cringy to listen to. So those are kind of some of my favorites for sure. But yeah, that one. Oh yeah, Pinocchio P's. This is relating to Project Sakai stuff, but like Goddish from Pinocchio P. That's also a really good one. I'm surprised I still haven't taken that out. I haven't actually really been listening to that one, but it is a good one for whenever I do listen to that occasionally. Also, I am really low on guts right now. I know I've really not been talking about this run that's happening right now, but yikes. I ran out of date events, right? Oh, that's actually tragic. Hold on. Let me think about this. I need to do 2 more level ups on the team side to get the 858. Unless I do... okay, I can risk it. If I do a heal, there's a chance that it would go to Marsh, but it could also go... if it goes to Ebayon, then I'm screwed, because then I only get 1. Because it's going to force me to do both my dreams, because we're in late May right now, so... I think I'm gonna... and I know this is crazy for this scenario. I'm gonna rest and hope that it goes to Marsh. Fucker. Okay, that's fine. 858 is not a hard requirement, so I'm not really... I mean, I was disappointed, but like, not the worst thing in the world. It's alright. Oh, this song too. The ending for what was that ending? Food for the ending. That anime? The anime ending for Food for the Soul, that anime, which I liked, kind of dragged at the end a little bit, honestly, but that ending song, and that ending also, really good. One of my favorite endings from recent memory. We got the opening for City the Animation, we got some Gakuma songs, so like Saki's first single, Fighting My Way, Temari's first single, Luna Say Maybe, who is it? Mizusu's first single, Moon Turtle, Campus Mode, Dream Lantern, the opening song for Your Name, that movie, the Makoto Shinkai movie. A lot of good things, a lot of varied genres. There's also some K-pop here too, like Tsurumi's 24 Hours, which I think I discovered through watching and this is a really random way of discovering it, from watching the NBC Entertainment Awards. So like the thing, this is gonna require some explaining, but like contextual context is that every year, at the end of the year, like every kind of channel, every Korean channel, like every channel has their own sort of entertainment awards, or like I guess they also have like this is for like Korean variety stuff. Like they have their own kind of end of the year awards, kind of give out the standard stuff there. And one of the awards programs for a show that I watched had a parody performance of that song, and I was like, this is actually a really catchy song, and so I just kept listening to it, and I haven't stopped listening to it since, so that's the context there, I guess. But yeah, that one, and then also, oh, this one, Y from Freestyle, that's an old song. That also came from a variety show. I think one of the variety shows that I used to watch had like a cover band or whatever, because the members of that variety show, some of them were actual idols, so they would do occasional like kind of covers like that. And so one of them was for that song, and I was like, that's actually a really good song, so, you know, fun stuff like that. And then, yeah, if I look further down the list, there's, you know, here's another, I mean, this is a really popular song back in the day, and I say back in the day as in like 2 years ago. Aptitude from Rose and Bruno Mars, I have that one. Another Gakuma song, Sun Faded. We have Many Shuki from Uma. Oh, here's an EDM song, Just Know. The Cheer song, Pong Pong from Uma. DNA from Gakuma, or not Gakuma, Project Sakai. Kingslayer. Kingslayer, oh my god, that song's a banger. If you haven't listened to Kingslayer, Very, very good collaboration between Baby Metal and Bring Me the Horizon. Such a good song. I would also recommend, like, if I don't know if I'd watch it first, but like if you haven't watched it, but watch the live rendition. That is also like the live version of it is such good vibes. Very good stuff. Fake Type. Fake Type is an artist I discovered pretty recently. They like I tried. I say I like Electric Swing, but I haven't found any like a lot of good artists, mainly because lack of trying more than anything. But like Fake Type was one I was recommended. They actually did the Halloween song for Gakuma's, what is it, Fancy Dress Party, which is something that I actually still, do I have in my playlist here? Did I remove it from my playlist? What? I'm kind of surprised. I actually still really like that song. But yeah, that one was one that I also really enjoyed as well. What am I doing here? I'm gonna actually do Dreams here. No, I'm gonna risk it here. But yeah, they also do kind of electric swingy type songs, a little bit also kind of leaning towards kind of, I guess you could describe it as electro swing, but like also kind of more like dubsteppy-ish sometimes. So there's a couple songs here from that. But yeah, that's a rundown of my playlist, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of fun to look into that and be like, an explanation of some of the songs I listen to. This is also kind of not great. I'm gonna risk this one as well. I mean, it's alright, but like I feel like I can have a better one. And I need to really catch up on these three in particular. These three stats. Like, honestly, all three of these are kind of low. I should be able to max out the speed, which is already fine. That's a good thing. If I can get the rest of those stats to be at least 1600, which is not going to happen in this run, but I'm just saying in general, like the power, the guts, and especially the wit. Wit, I think, is at least 1600. If I can get all of those, ideally 1600, 1700 range, that would be really good. And then the speed to be max. That's kind of my goal for this these runs. But doesn't look like it's going to happen here. Having said that, this is still pretty okay for a run, but I feel like we can definitely do a lot better, so continue onward. Okay, let's go with that one. Mochi Mochi. Oh man, these, I really wish these were slightly better. Okay, now here comes the deciding thing. Do I just take the, do I just swallow my pride and take this, or do I risk it, do the dreams here, and hope I get a slightly better training for the last one? I think I'm just gonna swallow my pride and take this one. And then watch as this one is gonna actually have a much better one. That would definitely happen though. Let's see. Yeah, actually no, that's not that good. Okay, it's a good thing I took that one then. Okay, what do we got? I think I'm gonna do it on... This is kind of a dead run, honestly. Like this, I guess I'll do it on the wit, so I can at least get that close to the 1600 I need. That feels like, I think, the most secondary stat I need over the max speed, which I know I just maxed out, which was kind of a waste. Well, it's better than if it isn't, because that just results in a really bad run anyway if that doesn't happen. Marsh. Oh, Ebayon. Hey, look, everybody's in their own race. Good job, everybody. Roll Desire. And then there's Ma-chan. Aston Ma-chan. Alright. Let's see how that... Oh my god, no. That's something just almost fell from my desk. Hold on. No, don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. I need to actually, like, attach this with tape or something. It just keeps falling from that area. Okay. Oh man, honestly, and I know this is really a stretch, but if these two stats were, like, close to 1600, this would already be good. Ideally, one of them might be 1700. That might be nice for the rating, but the rating doesn't really matter. But honestly, that for a first run, or I guess the second run, not too shabby, but definitely could be better. So let me just get these going, and then we'll we will move on to the next portion, which is, I guess, maybe continuing this or moving on to another either believe or creating a parent for Ines. I think I might do the Ines route, like creating a parent for Ines. That, I think, is probably going to take the most time. So let's do that after this one. And we have plenty of time before the League of Heroes starts. Like, we have, honestly, like, maybe 2-3 weeks, so... I say that, but then I don't do any training, and then it's just like, oh no, I have no Umas available or ready, and then it's just like, oh no, I gotta start speed prepping for them. And then, you know, the cycle continues, so... I'm gonna actually try to, like, try this time for this League of Heroes. Not that I think I'm gonna come anywhere close to actually getting to top 96 or whatever, because that requires you to pretty much be perfect for every single kind of race that you do, which is not gonna happen. Absolutely not, but I can at least try and get Platinum 4, which I surprisingly have not gotten very many of. Or I guess unsurprisingly, depending on how you look at it. But, we'll see how that goes, I guess. Take the last of these ones. I'm just taking any random skill at this point. I know I could be looking a little bit better, but I'm fine with any of these. Okay, yep. And one of these. Actually, hold on. I like this better. Actually, yeah, hold on. No, oh no, not you. This one. Okay, and then, yeah, this one. And then, I guess I'll, you know what, yeah, sure, well, oh, I'm 5 points off from being able to take that one. What is this? Hold on, I should actually know. What is the course that we're running on, for this League of Heroes? It is a... It is... What is it? What do it be? Course information. It is... 1200... Wait, no, wait, hold on. Yep, it's the 1200 meters in Chukyo. Okay, well, that means... What does that mean? That means... I'm thinking, because, like, there might not be a straight anywhere. Or sorry, a corner. I was gonna say, if this was, like, the 1000-meter one, then, yeah, there would probably definitely be no corner. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if there might be a corner. Well, there probably is a corner, given that I can activate Angling and Scheming, so I'm just gonna rely on that and be for the best. Okay. Oh, we've been on an ad break. Whoops! Ha ha ha! I have not been keeping track of that. Alright. That's fine, we're... Honestly, I can treat this as an ad break anyway, because, like, entering skills is kind of a manual labor stuff, so... I'll stay in the screen for a little bit, I'll do my stretching and stuff, so you can watch me bend myself as I stretch it out. Posture check and all that good stuff, and get some hydration going. Okay. But yeah. Alright. And I'll wait. We'll be on this screen. We'll just stare at Machan. We'll tap on Machan. There's the one. There's one of the poses. The other one is the double fingers. Do the double fingers, Machan. Come on, Machan. Do the double fingers. The smile. No, that's not it, Machan. We want the double fingers. Give us the fingers. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the good shit. That's what we call the good kush, even if it is the dollar store. This is the dollar store. How good could it be? Okay. Ah, man, I make myself laugh with the stupidest stuff sometimes. Okay, but like I said, man, I mean the speed is max, which is good, but like if the and the nice thing about it being a short course is I don't have to worry about the stamina. Honestly, even this is like a little bit more than is the minimum. I've seen the minimum be like 650 for stamina. So this is, I think, a good range. And then, yeah, the other stats here. Power and guts, I wish, is a little bit closer to 1600. And then, yeah, the weight is good. But if I really want to be picky, then maybe I want it to be a little bit better. But, you know, it's all good. So, with the ads being over, let's see how we did here. Let me get my advanced things here, and let's take a look, see what we got. If I had to predict, maybe like UA5, UA4? Interesting. I'm a little bit confused about that. Okay, never mind. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. Goodbye, everybody. Alright. That's interesting. Why is that so low? Yeah, well. It is what it is. That wasn't probably not going to be the one anyway, but I'm just like, I'm very interested why that's so low. I guess it's because the stamina was so low. Like, what is happening? What is happening? The Gold Week Original, the coin present campaign, the trainer ID, what is actually happening here? Is this for the thing that like they were giving out like the 24 like the actual like gold coins? I assume so based on the fact that I can see coin here, gold coin, like the original think something gold coin present campaign. You press OK. Oh, if you press OK, it takes you to the cider thing, I think, right? Let's see. Let's take a look. Sees. Wonderful. That's the thing, right? Like, even if I sign up for it, it's probably gonna be like Japan only. So it's like, well, okay, well, what's the point? Okay. Anyway. Well, it's nice that they let you know, I guess. But then it's just like, well, now you're just diluting the pool because now there's more people that enter for that thing. And honestly, even if it was available for me, I don't know if I really am interested in signing up for it. I said it before, like, the Gold family, I think out of all of them, Goldship's probably my favorite. But even then, overall, like, all the members, they range from not my favorites to they're alright. So. And, like, they mostly lean towards the not my favorites, so... Now, if it was jammed, well, even if it was jammed too, like Dansu is honestly only my, well, Dansu and Pocket, Takion's low, and then Cafe is alright. So, and I guess Fuji is kind of up there as well, but not as high. So, there she is. Okay, let's do a spinny spin so I can get some of the things there. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Just give me my goddamn last copy of the Takion card already. It's not awesome tap. It's actually, oh, speaking of, there they were. Okay. All right. I think I said we're gonna transition over to the parent building. Let's do that. Okay. So, if we're transitioning to the parent building, here's the question: do I build a Nishino parent, or do I build a Seiyun Sky parent? Because one of those two is one I'm going to need for Ines. And I'm going to need it so that they have 9 short factors. Or like a 9-star short factors. I think for the future, a Nishino parent might be a little bit better. A Nishino flower parent, so... yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... if that is the case, let me take a look-see. Yeah, we got Nishino flower here. Okay. It's gonna be a while. It's been a long time since I've done any sort of Nishino flower runs. Okay, so I need to bring somebody that has a short. Let's see who. Let me take a look at the site real quick. Who are recommended like sub grandparents to bring in this shenanigans? No, incorrect. Techno Biwahaya Hide and Swimsuit Takion. That's really random. Okay. I guess it's just whatever. Okay, well hold on. Then in that case, let me just try and find anybody that has a good short aptitudes. Maybe even find another 9 Bakshin maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. We'll do that. Perfect. Okay, Bakshin is 1. Now I need to find. Here's the question: do I have anybody that is a short aptitude 3? That's the question, and I don't think I do, which is going to be annoying. But let's wait, let's just go through and see if I have anybody that fits that bill. Gonna take my slow ass time doing this. Like I said, I don't think I do. I think, yeah, see, this might honestly be the closest, unfortunately, this Gran with the two stars. Okay, I'll put that for now, but let me keep looking. And I guess it doesn't matter. Well, that's the other thing too. Is it's like I also want the blue factor to be 3-star. I know that's really asking for a lot, but I want that to also be a thing, so I'm not too kind of inted when it comes to building it. Continue on. Meanwhile, enjoy this nice rendition, this instrumental rendition of a Make debut, the season 1 opening for Umamusume. Okay, yeah, I really don't have anything when it comes to short parents. Really strapped. That's also a 2-star though. Okay. Do I have any 3-stars? Am I really not? You know what will be nice? A Tachyon event. When is that coming? When is the next Tachyon event coming? Yeah, that'd be kind of nice to have. No. Okay, thank God. Wait, where are we? Where did that take me? Okay, hold on. Yeah, this Chaos Miracle. Okay, that's where we were. Short, looking for short parents. I'm looking for short parents. Is there anybody that has an I have a lot of aptitudes for long, which is really nice and all, but gee, that's not helpful right now. Short. Please, any short parents? I'm begging you. Anybody? I don't think so. I'm looking pretty tired right now. Where in the heck? Do I have to create a grandparent? Do I really have to go? I don't want to go that route. Ah, Kaden. I did say I wanted a 3-star, but man, in guts, that's not great. I guess I can't really be picky. Okay, so that's... Let me see if I have anybody better, though. But that might be the play here. Is that actually... Hold on, is Wedding Kaden actually an option? No. Actually, yes. It's in there. But as a 3-star. Okay, that's whatever. I'm, again, cannot be picky with this stuff. Okay, continuing onwards. Is there anybody... Oh, no. Don't do that. Oh, God. Okay. Wait, where? Nani the... Okay. Nani the fuck am I? What the fuck am I? Oh, speaking of which, this is a story I wanted to tell. So on the train ride to Little Tokyo, I was in the same car as a guy who... It felt like it was his challenge to swear as much as possible. He was just on a phone call with some guy, and literally every third word was a swear word. He was like, "Oh, this fucking shit, fucking." It's like, oh my, it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm glad there aren't any children here, because like, holy moly, it's like, watch your profanity. He's like, yeah, that one vine, watch your profanity. What made it really worse though was the fact that he was in a cop outfit. Like, he was on the he had this whole like outfit with like all the belt with all the stuff and everything, and I'm just sitting there like, man, that's I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, Machan. Oh, I forgot I had right. I forgot I had this for stuff and things. This could actually work. Hold on. I just completely gone on tangent, but yeah, that was something I was just like, man, he. This guy really, it really did feel like he was in a challenge to say as many swear words as possible in a single sentence. That's really how it felt. I can kind of understand. I've been in situations like that, and I say that as like more like when I've been super angry and I just like want to like, you know, like release my anger by like saying as many like kind of expletive-filled sentences as possible, but it did not seem like he was like that. So, and also he was in public. I'm usually in private when it comes to that stuff, so I don't know. I can't judge, but you know, people live their lives. You know, that's all I'll say about that. See this guy. That actually might work. I'm thinking. I think this one's probably better. Let's do this one. Yeah, actually, this could work. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can't get lucky with this also giving us a 3-star factor in the short. Let's see if I'm gonna be doing this. Well, if I'm building a parent here, so let me think. I think I said this the last time I was building a parent, is that it's a little bit of a different mindset, right? So it's not like I'm trying to build like a competitive Uma. But I don't know. So it might be a bit different. And I don't really parent build as a thing, so like that's the other thing to kind of consider. It's just I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just like thinking if I want to do this or not. Yeah, alright, Nishino Flower. It's time to build you as a parent, as a mama. You will be the mama to the Saiyan Sky Papa. I don't know how I feel about that, but that is canon, so you know, just gotta make the canon as possible. Gotta fulfill the true Yuri. It's actually not even Yuri too, it's actually like actual couple because you know, they actually did mate IRL. That's where the whole ship comes from in the first place. Alright, well with that, let's get started. Oh man, it's been such a long time. I think I said this already. It's been such a long time since I've done a Nishino run, or sorry, a flower run in this game. In the English version, I have been doing it just because I was able to pull for her, and then I've been trying to do that so I can have parents ready for any situation. Admittedly, not as much as I probably could be doing, but I still have been doing a few Nishino runs here and there, or flower runs. I keep calling her, I know her short name is Flower, but I feel like either one is honestly fine. Because in that one coma with Helios and stuff, I saw her referred to as Nishino-sama, so I think you can kind of go either way and it's fine. This one. Okay, there's Casino Drive. Hopefully she gives us her event pretty soon. What is this? Those are my Crocs. Take that one. Sorry, what are those? What are those? They are my Crocs. Man, I really do need to add like a like a channel point redeem for like stop using Vine references for 5 minutes. I feel like that one would be used pretty often. I also kind of am tired of the number of times I've referenced Vine quotes. Because I have nowhere else to turn, apparently. No, I don't know. It's just, there's so many good Vines that are applicable for different situations. At least that's what I cope to tell myself. And then there's the random bullshit. Like, I want to be a cowboy, baby. And all the other random shit with that. Oh no. Do I heal? 34. I don't like those odds. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the L and just heal. It forced my hand in this situation. What is this? I guess I'll take this one. I already healed. I wish that came a turn earlier. That would have been nice, but you can't really dictate where the cards lie. And for cards, we're talking about support cards. Okay, okay, I don't need to... I'm good on the support, so I can do this. And hopefully that gets me to friendship... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Friendship Rainbow Training, no! No Friendship Rainbow Training, unfortunately, for Ebayan over here. Ah, that's so, oh my god, it's literally right there. That's so tragic. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some, and frankly, I don't, actually, why am I so concerned about that? I shouldn't be, because this is for parent training, so, you know, it's nice to have it, but it's not required, so, alright. Oh, this, again, with the whole, this would have been nice to have a turn earlier, so I can have Yonko Ebayan be friendship fun times ready. Well, at least we got one of them. Okay. It's okay. Again, all that matters here is that I get the factor that I need for parent building. That's all that really I'm looking for. It may take a couple of tries to actually get a good parent. I realized I got super lucky the first time I did it back a couple of months ago. Actually, a month ago, actually, because that was the last CM. But I don't know how lucky I'm gonna get here. Such is the struggles when you're trying to convert a G-rated Uma all the way to S. But apparently she's viable, so, you know, I'm gonna try and push for it. Another classic Red Desire moment. Miss Vodka Simp, this roommate of Aruvu, which reminds me, I remember seeing a really funny comic of like, I think this was like an English comic too. It was Aruvu like as a roommate is just like praying to, was it one of her secrets or whatever or something? Is like praying to the gods of being like, oh please let my roommate not be such a social outcast, and then Aruvu is just like covering her ears, just being like, man, shut the fuck up. It's, well, not actually saying that, but have that look. I love those types of comics. It was always fun, the fan art comics and stuff. That's why that's why I always like kind of following the artists like Takiki and stuff. I mean, Takiki more so because, I mean, I know he's Korean, so, you know, a little bit of pride there, but he also does fun comics as well, so it's all fun stuff. And yeah, I'm 95% sure he's a he based on what I've seen from his convention posts. Like, whenever he goes to conventions in, like, Korea and stuff, he's been to Comic-Cons tons of times, but, like, when he goes to, like, Korean conventions, and, like, the sign he has, it's, like, Kakao Pay, use this, like, name, and it's, like, Kim something Su, and I'm, like, I'm pretty sure that's a male name, so, I mean, I'm not the expert in Korean names or anything, but pretty sure that's how it is, so, you know, it's just like all the countries, most of the countries in the world and languages, you know, there's gendered names and such, so that's how that works. Also, the reason why I'm stalling so much is I don't like any of my options here. I guess I'll just take this one. Like, I was debating which one to take there. Okay, I don't really need energy. Yosh. Yeah, sure. We'll take Enko. That was a combination of Ebayan and Yanko. Enko. The new nickname for Yanko is just Enko, forever young. Yanko. I don't even know. Apparently the boba I had, this probably would have been a few hours ago, is now starting to allow me to crash. So now I've on that sugar low, you know, the sugar and caffeine low. It wasn't even that sweet. The boba I had wasn't even that sweet. It was not that good. I'll just say that. Would not recommend. But yeah, okay. Let's see. I guess I should not be as concerned with having this be amazing. Like, honestly, it should just more be like minimum requirements, but not anything too crazy. What is this? What are those? Oh, interesting. This is the, I think this is like the three... Is this the goddesses or the legend scenario? It's like whatever the final skill is there. This is from the cooking scenario, 100%. Okay, well, either way, I think definitely top option here. Okay, yes. I got the date event, right? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. I immediately remembered, yes, I did. I have distinct memories of getting it while having full energy and kind of being a little bit miffed about that. Of course. This one. Wait, no, I'm not I forgot I'm not training a front runner right now. I mean, not that that really matters. Good old Nishino Flower, her of the memes, of her only being 3 grams or whatever. 3 kilobytes. 3 megabytes. He is the smallest member of the cast. That is definitely a thing. That has been made very apparent. I need to start doing some data events, actually. I don't think I've done a single one yet, which is not the best use of my resources. Sure. So I guess I might do it here, unless this is a good turn. No, it isn't. Oh, well, fuck. I mean, yeah, fuck. Honestly, an apt way of describing my situation. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. The thing is, I try not to be too laid on thick with the cussing, but you know, it's life, you know. And this, I never intend for this to be a family friendly stream, but at the same time, I don't want to be too crass. So sometimes I hold it back, but sometimes I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. It's a balancing act. I've seen people who, oh sure, crying out loud. I've seen streamers and like YouTubers and stuff who like, it's a really weird thing where like they don't say, they say some swear words, but they don't say others. It's like weird. Like one in particular that I watch in like a friend group who doesn't ever use the word fuck or like bitch, but then he's like, oh damn, and then he talks about like a lot of like, you know, like questionable like topics anyway. So it's like, what audience are you trying to cater for? It's like you obviously you're censoring yourself in some ways, but then content-wise you're pretty much not. So it's like you're not really, you're kind of in a weird balance zone there. So I think for me it's just more so unabashedly, yes, I am 100% like whatever, you know, I'm not, you know, this is not a Christian Minecraft channel, so I know that much for sure, or I am very aware of that. But yeah, at the same time, I don't want to be like the guy in the train today that I saw that was swearing every like 3 swears per sentence. Not like that bad. So, you know, fuck it. I'll say whatever the hell I want. But sometimes I'll say what the frick and oh, fudgesicles and all that stuff, because sometimes I may want to tone it down a little bit. So it's whatever I feel at the moment. Okay, that might not look good, but I do have 2 level ups ready and waiting, so I'm fine with that. And again, this is not... oh, this is terrible. Actually, no, that's not that bad. Yeah, and at the end of the day, the results, all the results that matter are not these ratings, it's the parents. That's what I'm really here for. So let's hope for the best. Imagine if I somehow am able to get this as a viable parent. I would be amazed if that happens. I know parent building is a whole slog of, you know, having to do multiple runs of getting whatever you want. So if I somehow am able to get what I need for a parent 2 times in a row the first try, I would be amazed at my luck, honestly. I guess that would make up for the fact of Thursday's stream with Ines not even getting her until like the 200, not even getting her straight up. I had to pity for that, so maybe the gods make up for that. Who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll have to see. I'm speaking ahead of myself, you know, chickens, counting the chickens and all, so maybe I shouldn't do that just yet. Actually, hold on. This is a good opportunity for a date event. A good time for a date event. Pretty late this time around, but okay, well that's not what I like to see. I don't like any of these options. I guess this one. It's the 3 goddesses. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Please give me a pink factor anyway. Okay, well that's not really that good. Nah, that ain't it, Chief. That is not it. Yeah, whatever. Hey look, another opportunity for a date event. And I think this actually might give me 3 for Espo. Yes, it does. Perfect. This actually works beautifully, because now I can do that, get Espo ready, maybe even come close to getting one of the other 2 ready, and then get a 4-5-5 in play, which is exactly what I want. Okay. Okay, the NHA and NHK Cup. The National Hokkaido Ketamine. That's not what what does NHK stand for, actually? Nippon... Actually, hold on, I'm curious. What does it stand for? Let me look this up. NHK. Japan Broadcasting Corporation. Romanicized. Okay, hold on. And what does it stand... oh, not you. Nippon Hoso Kyokai. Okay, that makes sense. And then, yeah, Japan Broadcasting Corporation. Okay, interesting. Today we learned. I mean, I knew NHK was the whole, like, kind of, the news organization. I just didn't know what it actually stood for. It just turns out it just stands for the romanicized version of that. Wow, this is something. I might have to use my dreams here. Actually, it's coming pretty close anyway, so I might as well just use it now. And then let's do it on Speedo. Oh, look at that. BCA. I think, yeah, that should be enough for 455, because I just need all Bs. And that's the equivalent of that anyway, so... Good shenanigans. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have a dreams here. Get the dreams going. Look how short she is compared to everyone. She's out in the front and she's still so short. Nishino Flower, we love you nevertheless. Or at least I love you. In some ways. Not that way. Okay. So far, so... here's the thing with these parent runs. I can't tell. I really can't tell. It really is also just a lot of RNG in terms of getting the factors that you need. So I have almost no hope that this is going to be what I want. Which means I might have to try again. But, you know, that's okay. You know, that's the joy, the struggle of parent building. You just gotta keep on trying. And not just parent building, honestly. Like, Uma building in general is a lot of just doing the same run over and over again, hoping that you get what you want. And then eventually just giving up. Or not giving up, but like, eventually just being like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna accept this result, I guess. Which is how I feel a lot of the times. I just compromise. Oh man, this is not ideal. I'm putting myself in a pickle if I do this. But I don't want to do this, and I kind of don't want to use my dreams already. Nah, I think I'm gonna have to do this. And then do that on the wit. Which I know feels like a weird move, but I think that's the right play. And then... yeah, and then it does that, so that's good. Oh, joyous day, let's see, yeah, because then I can do this. Oh wait, there's 2 more turns. Ah, shnikes. Okay, well this is fine. Okay, and then, oh, perfect. Yeah, actually, no, that's good, that's good, that's good. We like that. And then I can use my date event, get that ready, and then everything should be fine. Okay, you for the energy and also other stuff. Good. And then top option. Good, good, good. Yes, yes, it's all coming. It's all according to Keikaku. Translation of Keikaku equals means plan. I miss old fan subs when they have all the memes and stuff like that. But not also just personalized, just more. I don't want to say effort, but I mean, yeah, honestly, effort. And more personality with some of the fan subs and stuff. Subs nowadays are just so, and this is, I know this is like old man yelling at cloud sort of feels, but it kind of does feel like that sometimes, right? Where it's like anime subbing nowadays, especially, it's just like it's been so whatever. Not to mention the whole issue with AI coming in and, you know, doing the translations, which not the best thing, you know. I mean, it does maybe have uses there, but when you're paying, when you fire all of your translators to replace them with AI, that's generally not the best idea. As somebody who reads doujins a lot, not H doujins, not well, some of those, but not always, you sick fucks. But somebody who is kind of reading doujins and stuff, it's annoying seeing the number of translated stuff being like, oh, machine translated and stuff like that, and it's usually almost always pretty bad translations. So I'm miffed. AI has just been, I don't know, it's been a lot of BS. And I've talked about it a lot in previous streams anyway, so I won't go down that path anymore. We know how we stand. We know how I stand with this. Okay, what am I looking at here? Probably that one. Not that that one matters. Okay. Wow, this is terrible. Let's do dreams, I guess. Yeah, dreams. Then I might have to do that on this boy, because the guts ain't looking too good right now. So let's hopefully get that up a little bit. What are you? I feel like I should know by now. Nah, okay. Get the cups up. Oh, wait, when the required, what is this? Mile Championship required race. Wait, why is this? Oh, because it's for the event, I think. Is this for the story event? Because otherwise, why the hell would this be a required race? It's not even close to November. Yep, it is. Okay, good. There we go. You saw it right there. Yeah, I think that was the last one, too, if I remember. So it all works out. It's all coming up Millhouse. It's the 3 birds with 1 stone. Okay. Oh, man. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Oh, well that's just, I love that so much. I love when that happens. Yes, but also not really. I have my reasons. They're not good reasons, but I have reasons. Okay, let's see. Excelente. Gracias. There's a little bit of me. I know I talked about, you know, trying to get back into Korean and Japanese studies. There's a really little, like, a tiny part of my brain that's like, man, it'd be kind of nice to learn Spanish too. And this is the stupidest reason, but, you know, living here in this region, you know, obviously there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people, so it'd be kind of nice to understand it a little bit, you know, not so much fluent, maybe not to the level of fluency, but, you know, some understandings. And it's not like I'm going to be starting from zero, because I took Spanish in middle school. This is a long time ago, but I did take Spanish in middle school, so I do have a little bit of foundation there. And for those of you who are new or kind of haven't watched streams, I switched over to Latin in high school, so I know it's the nerdiest thing ever, but so yeah, I didn't take that. I didn't continue that during my high school days, but at least I have some. It's just like Korean and Japanese, you know. I have a little bit of a baseline, so it's not like I'm starting from zero. So I guess maybe there might be some motivation to, you know, I don't know about Duolingo, because Duolingo can go fuck itself, but like, you know, like other kind of language learning ways, and just kind of slowly kind of build up some knowledge there, and try and remember what that's like. Because I feel like it might be pretty useful in living in this area. And also just because, like, you know, I feel like a lot of the areas I lived in, there has been kind of some good presence of Hispanic and Spanish-speaking people, so it might be kind of nice to be able to have that, so I'm not like I'm not even gringo. I ain't gringo, but like, you know, the random foreigner who doesn't understand a lick of it, and they can just speak it and just be like, oh, look at this idiot. I'm like, oh, but I understand you, ha ha ha. I don't know, just that kind of stuff. But language learning is always fun also, so, you know, maybe I might not even try. What would that be? Like learning like being. Well, that would be fluent in 4 languages, and again, I don't want to really go too as. I mean, it might be nice, but like I don't want to require to be like fluent in Spanish. So, I mean, trilingual for sure. Like trying that's the goal, at least for my end. You know, Japanese, Korean, English, and then maybe some Spanish sprinkled in. You know, really get in that. The Romance languages and all that, the knowledge that I took from years of Latin, start getting that. Is Spanish? Spanish is a Romance language, right? I think. Yeah, so it should be at least. I think. Hold on, is it? Let me make sure I'm not speaking out of my ass and completely spilling misinformation on the internet. Romance languages. Oh yes, there we go. Romance, yeah, it is. Spanish is a Romance language. Portuguese, French, Italian, Romanian, a whole bunch of that's a lot of stuff there. Okay, interesting. The more you know. Okay, I need to have that as a there has to be a green. Is there a green screen for that? That might be a good channel redeem. The more you know. Let me make a note of that before I forget. That could be something that'd be funny to do. The more you know, Comet, green screen. Okay, yeah, because that could be something fun to add to my collection of stuff to redeem. Okay. We're running out of time. Well, actually, hold on. I just need to get 3 more level ups on the team side to get 858. It is doable. We have what, 5 turns left? That's very doable, actually. Like even if I get so if I'm pre-planning this out. Oh wait, Yasuda Kinen. Shit. Oh wait, no, that's still fine, I guess. Because like you get 1, even if it's the worst case, I have to do 1, 1, 1 for the gauge. Right, that's and then yeah, the 2 dreams, and then that'll get me to level all those 3 up. I think Yasuda Kinen shouldn't be that detrimental to that plan. So let's do that, I guess, and then I don't really love that though. Well, Do I just use... I'll just use the dream, sure, why not? Am I overlooking something stupidly here? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait, no, I think it's fine. Hold on. I do this. Or... Wait, hold on. No, wait, let me think. No. I should do one of these. Because if I do one of these, then the race for Yasuda Kinen will fill the other gap, and then I can do a dreams for my last sequence, get all 3 of those to level up, and then get 858. If I do this, there would be the risk that the whatever the gauge boost is going to go to Ebayan instead, which would fuck me over. So I have to do this one. Could I just do a... Hold on, let me think. No. I was like, could I do dreams here? That would not be the move. So we do this. Okay. So if I do this, that forces the gauge boost from... Wait a second. Yes, that forces... that scared me for a second. It forces the gauge boost for Desire, and then that should put me in position for 858. Perfect. Okay. Thinking. Big thinking. Yes, that was some big brain moment. Big brained moment. Not even really, honestly. That was like a small small brain going to slightly bigger but still small brain moment. One of those. Okay, so now, as I said, if I do this, do that, and then I do that for... Let's do that for... Speed is honestly a little underwhelming, so let's put that there. And then, yes, perfect, yes, it's good, it's so good, I love it, okay. And that's 858. That sets up perfectly. Whatever the hell I just said, that sets us up perfectly. That's what I meant to say before I forgot words. Okay. Yes, yes, it's all coming into play. My master plan. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. So that should get us to 21 points, I think. Or 20. I don't remember how many. 21. Yes, yes, yes. 858. Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Okay. If only that happened during the Machan run. But, you know, can't always have everything we want in life. So this is my life now. What's funny is that, honestly, 858 isn't actually really what I'm... Actually, now that I think about it, why am I doing that? Well, yeah, I don't know. Really, this is a parent run. It's not an actual run, so my expectations should be slightly different. Alas, I'm doing this anyway. Let's see, that's actually pretty good. That's also really good, but honestly, I'm in dire need of energy right now, so I'll do that instead. And then, that wastes my potential for... Yeah, they're already all full. Dang it. Okay, that was kind of a waste. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll do that. That gives me 4 turns to do 3 dreams, so I need 1 non-dreams. What is this? Speed or stamina? I'll go stamina with the good old Zephyr. That's not bad. I kind of want to... No, I think I could do better. Let's do the dreams here. On speed. Okay, nice. We got that. Have we gotten all the... I don't think we've gotten all the necessary... That's pretty good, so I'll take that one. We haven't gotten the necessary skills yet. Not that that's honestly the most important, but that is still pretty kind of important. Like, it's decently important, but it's not like required per se. Let's see here. You know, the funny thing about this is actually a pretty good run, all things considered. Well, hold on. Yeah, I'll do that. My question now is I don't think I'm going to have enough to actually max out the speed. Again, not that that really matters, but that's kind of annoying. Oh, that's so good! That's so good! Oh, man! See, that's the kind of stuff where I'm like, I should have just held out until the end. But it's fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this again. I know what you're thinking. You're like, what? No, I had big brain plans. Hey, Santa Anita. I've been there. Okay. BC Mile. Speaking of which, I think I remember... I think I talked about this before, but I saw the... Because they've already planned out where the Breeders' Cup is going to be for the next few years. And unfortunately, it's not going to be either Del Mar or Santa Anita until at least 2029, I think. Because, like, they... Let me look this up. I think I saw somewhere that they already planned it out all the way to 2028. Breeders' Cup. Breeders' Cup. Breeders' Cup. Breeders' Cup. Let's see. Yeah, so this year it's at Keeneland, next year it's at the Belmont Park. Have they said where it's going to be 2028? Probably not. Locations. Future host sites, yes. Okay, Belmont 2027, and that's it. Yeah, so they haven't announced anything past that, so 2028 or anything, so... Okay. That might be nice, though, you know, if it ever comes to Santa Anita. Even if it goes to Del Mar, I might, because Del Mar isn't that... Well, Del Mar is pretty far. But I could make it like a thing to like do like a road trip over there, because that's not that far driving distance. It's still going to be like a whole day trip, but like, you know, it's feasible. It's like it might be like a couple of hours driving, so very potentially a thing maybe. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, I've been to Santa Anita once. Very nice. Very nice. Terrible impression of whoever else trying to impression there. But so again, very interesting to see it in the game. Okay, let me just get the rest of these. And then we will see how we did on the inherit side. I will say the nice thing about the Japanese game is that they have the reroll for factors. So if I think that's what happened last time too, was that I didn't get what I wanted the first time when I created my Seiun parent. And so I re-rolled and I somehow got it, which was actually kind of amazing. Let's see if that happens this time around. It's nice because then it gives you another chance to redeem yourself. And I think it does cost energy anyway, but honestly, with the amount of energy items, energy boosting inherit items that I have anyway, what do we have here? Go to this one. Yeah, I don't think that's a concern, like having to use up energy for that. Okay, moment of truth, y'all. Let's see how this one is. Okay, this is UA2? UA1. Okay, not bad on that skill, but that's not what matters. Oh, nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to re-roll that. Let's see how this one is. That's not much better. In fact, that's actually worse. Oh, can I re-roll again? Oh, that's tempting. Yeah, re-roll again. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that also... Can I re... How many times can I re-roll? I actually didn't know about this. Wow. I know this is using up carrots, which is terrible, but like... Oh... Wait, can you just unlimited re-roll? That would be hilarious if you... I don't think so, though. But... Oh my god, come... Nope, okay, you only get 4. Okay. Good to know. Well, this is all terrible. Man, that's not good. Out of all of them, I think the original one is actually the best. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I only say that because it has the 3-star... that one. Oh, man, that's not good either. Ooh. Ay-ay-ay. Ay-ay-ay. Well... I guess I'll just do this one, the OG. See, I knew this was, you know, I knew it was gonna be the thing where it's like, it's not gonna give me what I want initially, which is, again, fine. Like, that's why we're gonna have to keep doing this probably. Alright, it's also fine because it gives me event points, which I definitely need. Okay, we'll do it one more time, but let me... Before we do that, I think I should have enough event points to get the last copy of the Tachyon card, the free one, so... Go with this. Okay. I should have enough. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I didn't need to do the pity for that. And... there we go. Now we're good. Now we got all the copies. Now I don't have to worry anymore. Holy mo... How many spins was that? I just got all of those in like... That was like 12 spins. Wow. Why couldn't that happen earlier? I don't know. You know, these are the things I ask myself. But alright, that's fine. We're good. Gucci on that front. Okay, we're good there. We're actually already halfway done with this event, and there's, what, like 11 days left? So, amazing what happens in 8 days left. That's nowhere near the number I thought. Okay. Let's continue. Let's get back into the Nishino life, the Nishino flower times. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. I realized I haven't actually eaten anything before the stream, which is not a good idea. I was hoping the katsu can carry me all day, but unfortunately it's not the case. The katsu was not that big. It was good, mind you, but it wasn't a huge portion, which is okay. Like, that's usually how it is. But I've definitely been burned by some pretty bad-sized katsu stuff, like katsu curry and like all that stuff, where it's like, it's so small the amount of meat they give you, and it's like, that's so disappointing. So like, that's why I'm on the hunt for some nice big katsus. Oh man, just talking about that is actually making me hungry right now. So maybe I should just stop talking about food. I think once the next ad break hits, I'm probably gonna run to my fridge real quick and get some noms to eat or something. Save myself for the next probably, I don't know how long the stream's gonna go, but however long we're gonna keep going. Oh shoot, that was too much. I don't understand why it allows you to do that. Okay, that's good because that gets us that gets casino, drive, and play for her date event to show up maybe. What is this? Energy, please. It's at a premium these pre-debut turns, especially the way I'm doing it. I'm gonna do this, so I don't have to worry about those two not having F rating by the time this is all done. Energy. Hey, look at that. More energy. Ooh, spicy. Ooh, and Ebion's gonna give me a hint, unless it's Marchand. Oh man. I kinda wanted Ebion instead, but that's fine too. Energy. Wow, has all three of my turns there just kind of ended with energy giving? That's kind of funny. Alright, come on, Yonko, Ebion, give me your ways, give me your skills. I'll take that, I guess. Okay, well now I don't have any energy, so rip me. That's not worth it. I think I'm gonna have to take the L on this one. Okay, where's Ebion in that? Normally she'd be right there, but she's not, so I'm a little bit miffed about that. I kind of have to do this. I want to do the Ebion Yonko experience. And I think she should be good now. She is good. Okay, perfect. I love that. I love that for both of us. Hey, look at that, and we still got those two to show up anyway, so 2 birds, 1 stone. Or like not even, it's like win-win, I guess. That's a better way of describing it. Okay. Alright, we can get both of these to be Friendship Rainbow Fun times. And then we get one more Friendship Rainbow Fun. Well, hold on a second. Guts. Actually, maybe I should have gone for stamina. Well, no, it doesn't matter. Okay. That line is gonna live in my head for pretty much forever, because the number of times I've had to use Ebion. She's pretty much the required wit card for any run. It's crazy how powerful she is. Like no matter what character, what distance, what strategy you're training, you need to have her. She is pretty much almost required. There is no other alternative for like any wit cards. Like you need to have her. Like it's insane how much she's needed. So it's a good thing that she was available during that time when we had the free polls, because man, imagine if you don't have a fully limit broken copy of her. That's the other kind of shitty thing, is that you need to have her fully limit broken, because if she's not nearly as good as she is potential wise. So it's a little bit unfortunate on our parts, on the game's part, I guess, more than anything. Not ours part, not us by any means. Okay, but ooh, yeah. Watashi datte. Oh, that was another thing that I forgot to mention about my my expedition with the whole place, going to the place of the Katsu. It's kind of nice that the people, or like the staff there, were speaking Japanese. I mean, not that that's like a requirement or anything, but it was kind of nice that, you know, like hearing conversational Japanese, because it's way different than like anime style Japanese. You can't just learn Japanese from like watching anime, because the way they speak it is so different from like actual like kind of, oh, we don't have the date event yet, damn it. It's so different from like actual spoken Japanese. Like if you like tune into any like variety show or like anywhere where there's like actual kind of like Japanese being spoken, it's very different, the way that's all being done. So I don't know what my point is there, but I just found that kind of funny. I found, and it was kind of interesting that I was actually able to kind of understand some of it, not all of it, obviously, but like some of it. Like the person who seated me was like talking to the other, initially like talking to another waiter, being like, oh, like this person speaking English, like Egel. I recognized like Egel and like all that stuff. So it's like, oh yeah, speak to this person in English. It's like. It's probably because, you know, I mean, I am Asian, I'm Korean, so it's like they probably maybe thought, oh, maybe this guy actually knows Japanese. No. It's like, oh no, he's speaking in English. It's like, oh yeah, this guy's an English speaker. Don't talk to him in don't talk to him in don't be all Japanese on him. And it's like, okay. It's like, it's a fun little thing there. I noticed that the ad break's starting, which is good, because I hunger for food. I hunger for justice. So, yeah, once that gets started, I'll take a quick step out for a quick bit, get a quick bright, yeah, get a quick bright, no, get a quick bite, sorry, and then, yeah, y'all can do the same, you know, feel free, hydrate, stretch, do all that good stuff, and we'll be back in approximately the 3 minutes once that's all done and over, but that should probably start maybe in the next 30 seconds, so get that ready soon. But yeah, I do like the system I have right now with the whole ad break, because it's nice. It's nice for me too, just to kind of get space out and just kind of have some time to kind of, you know, stretch and not be in the same position for. I've said this already. Okay, it hasn't started yet. See, I don't know. Sometimes it starts immediately. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say sometimes it starts immediately, sometimes it doesn't. All right. We are on an ad break. Let's get that going. Get the screen going. Get the music. We'll be back in approximately 3 minutes, so don't touch that dial. I'll be right back. We will be back soon. Don't touch the... I already said that. Be right back. Alrighty, let's get back. I think we should be good now, so... Got some things stuffed inside me, so if you know what I mean, giggity. So let's get back to it. Okay. When we last left off, I think I don't know what I was doing. Nothing. I was doing nothing. I was just continuing this run. Let's see. I don't really like any of these options. I guess I'll just take this one. Oh, so she's not there. Alright, so going through my cheddar stick. Okay. I don't have the date event. How do I not have the date event yet? This is not ideal. It's gonna be one of these runs, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Date event? Date event? Date event? Date event? Date event? Date event? Date event. There we go. Only took us until end of junior year, but that's not the worst I've had it. You're right. I do need to do dreams. In that case, let's do it on... Oh, we can't because Calstone's not ready yet. Unfortunate. Hate to see it. Let's just do it on this then, I guess. I keep forgetting. What is the strat for this? Bottom. That doesn't that doesn't end it. I hope that doesn't end the event chain. I don't think it did. Didn't say anything about it. Okay. G for excellent. Not really. It's not really that excellent. But now I think I should have the double speed, so yeah, I do. Okay, we should be good. Let's get that going. That's, yeah, much better SP gain. 100%. Perfect, okay. See, I'm like really thinking about... I mean, I should be... This is the thing. This is a parent run, but I'm not doing anything different from my regular runs. Which is, again, probably not the strat to do it. But I figure... You know, it's probably fine. Because normally I don't do these types of things with the parent runs. But I figure... You know, better late than never, as they say, so might as well just kind of get into the groove of this stuff, so that I can get used to it when in other situations and such. Oh, I don't like any of these. More than anything, you know what? I do need to catch up on dates because I haven't even done the date event yet. You. What is the menu? That's a good question. Really great question. What is this? What are those? Okay, I know this is a waste because I already have full energy, but when my options are that or date event, which I don't want to do just yet, I kind of need to do that. Oh boy. Oh geez. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's good. That's good. Ooh, that's even better. Wow. That is what we'd like to see. Although, I need to get all three of those up to B, and right now, it's not at a good pace. So I don't think we're getting 4-5-5 this time around, which... Not really... Again... I'm not building this for competitive sake. I keep reiterating because I'm just like I have to remind myself because in my head I'm just like, oh, that's so disappointing. I hate this. But then I'm just like, oh wait, no, actually it's not DOA run. It's fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. That kind of mindset there. it's hard to get out of that, right? Because like I'm pretty much doing everything exactly the same, so like why would it feel like it should be any different when it really isn't? Oh, kind of do that. What are you? Okay, well I didn't mean to click that, but actually that's fine. The struggles of not actually looking at my screen while I'm clicking them. I'm looking up at my computer screen instead of looking at my... This would be what it looks like if I'm looking down, or like at the phone, so... Which I guess I could do, you know, I can just be like, yeah, you know, it's just, but I don't know. I've played this so much, or I've streamed so much of this with this setting, that, or this setup, that I kind of am used to just tapping without looking. Although it has come back to bite me quite a number of times, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh man, what is this? What are those? I'm big thinking right now. Okay, I have 3 turns. I only need to get these... I only need to get these characters all leveled up to 1, and that should be actually enough for 455. If I do this, that's no good. Wait, actually, no, I should be fine. Wait, I'm overthinking this. Yeah, I can do that because I have both my dreams left, so if I do those, that should be enough. Surprisingly, I'm actually good. How that worked, I don't know. Wait, am I good? Yeah, I am good. Wait, am I good? Hold on. Yes? Maybe? Hold on. Something maybe off here. Yeah, I am good. I am good. Okay. Think about that for a second. I was like, wait a second. Yep, I do that, and then I do one more of those. Get that. Get that on the other. And yep, we're good. Okay. That was a close call, though, honestly. Can't believe that actually kind of worked out. Yep, 19. I think that's exactly the number I need. So I don't know if that's going to get me 8. I don't know if 858's in the future, unless I somehow am able to get good luck from any of the other future kind of turns, but you know, it's not the worst thing if it doesn't happen. Oh, yikes, what is this? I really don't want to do dreams right now, but this is, well, actually. The only reason I did that was because the amount of guts I got was also not that bad, so this is generally the one. Plus, I don't like doing dreams that early. I know dreams, one of the uses of dreams training is to kind of offset the bad RNG with the turns like that. But I don't like doing it when it's like literally the first turn. Just feels like it's kind of, I don't want to say a waste, but it kind of feels like, you know, it's just like wasted opportunity, which I guess is also uses the word waste, so I don't know, but maybe I'm just overthinking that. Okay, yes. Okay, I actually set myself up pretty nicely here for this state event. Okay, do not press the wrong one, for God's sake. I desperately need the energy. What are you? You are this one. Atarashi. I don't, well, actually, hold on. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm like, do I want to do dreams there just to get all 3 of those out of the way? But I don't really, that doesn't really matter too much. I kinda actually want to do a dream. Well, yeah, let's do that one. And then hope for better RNG here. Okay, well, it's not gonna give it to me because screw you. Okay. Oh man, see now this is what I was looking for with the double here, with the double here. But now it's kind of too late for that, so I think I'll just do that so I can recover some of the energy back. Okay, so that's good. One more race, right? After this one, it's the yeah, the Yasuda Kinen. Okay, kind of poorly timed, but it's fine. It's better than if you're doing the BC Classic route and you have to do the Japan Dirt Derby, which is annoying because that's literally during one of the summer trainings. That's always something I thought was kind of mild inconvenience. Okay, well I need to do both of these. Look at that child compared to everyone else. What an absolute child. But like actually though, she did skip, I mean this the whole thing is she skipped a couple grades just to get over here, so she is actually supposed to just be in elementary school at this rate. Yet somehow she's still able to compete in like these races anyway, so in some ways it's actually kind of amazing. Big thinking. Yeah, let's do that. Season 4. Season 4 of Umamusume coming soon. Man, I wonder if they're ever really gonna make a Season 4 of the anime. I'm not talking like Cinderella Grey or like any of the spin-offs. I'm like more thinking like the OG stuff, like the Kita-san Black and Special Week and Tokai Tale, those kinds of, that kind of style. You know, as much as I like Cinderella Grey, I do feel like sometimes it's a bit too, for lack of a better word, shonen-y, so I did appreciate the kind of slice of lifey moments that came with the original anime, so if they ever come up with a Season 4, which I don't know who would be the protagonist for that. I don't even think there would be any kind of next protagonists. I know people are saying, oh, why not do Daisuke and Vodka, Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka? But I don't really... Yeah, I don't really know if that's going to be really that... I don't know how their story will be told, especially from Vodka's perspective. Also, Chaotic Dynamite, thank you for the watch streak. Welcome, yeah. Good old... Get yourself those channel points right there. Hell yeah. Nice. Love to see it. But yeah, appreciate the support. Because like with Vodka, and I said this many times with Vodka's story, is that she really doesn't have a up and then the thank you for redeeming the hydrate and stretch. Much appreciated. I'll do that right now. I already kind of did that during the ad break, but I won't say no to more. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, definitely need to stretch more, especially when I'm just in the same position for multiple hours. It's not good for the body. I have a standing desk that this is a standing desk that I never use, the standing feature. Mainly because, like, I feel like I don't know what's going to happen with all the wires that I plugged in here, but maybe it should be fine. I don't know. One of these days I might actually use this standing feature. That might be nice. But today is not that day. Yeah, Vodka... The thing with Vodka's story that made it so amazing was the fact that she was a mare, Billy Mare, that won in the normally kind of cult, male-dominated Japan Derby, or like the Japanese Derby, and she won in that race. Like there's like a... Like I don't know how you would tell that story when everybody is the same gender in Umamusume. Like... I don't know, that would be a kind of interesting way though. But I guess if you think about it, out of all the characters right now at least, and you know, obviously open room for potential more Umas to be implemented and then their stories to be told through the anime and stuff, or like manga and all that, all those kind of mediums. But as of right now, it does seem like they may have the best option for kind of a new season in mainline anime. Because I don't really know of any other characters. Otherwise, it would have to be like completely new characters that haven't been introduced in the mainline series, and I don't really know if they would do that. So it's kind of just one of those things that you need to kind of you need to kind of warm up the audience a little bit, like before just throwing them out as main characters. And I guess that's where kind of the mainline, or not mainline, sorry, the spin-offs come into play, because you have, you know, you can tell the stories of other characters like Sakura Laurel for Star Blossom, or Oguri Cap from Cinderella Grey perspective. So kind of opens up a lot more doors in that sense. And in that sense, I do feel like there are a lot of other stories that could be told through like a manga or like an anime. I feel like it's supposed to be a manga first, but like you can have different, like, I know a really popular candidate that a lot of people like to bring up is Katsuragi Ace. Oh shit, I need to do that. Because her story is definitely kind of an interesting one, coming from sort of that underdog mentality of first off coming from kind of the poor, like that, and I don't know the full details, but like, you know, it's like the poorish upbringing, you know, it's like coming from that farm, and then it's just like you know, and spoiler alert by the way, but like, you know, just finishing second fiddle to Mr. CB and all the classic races there, but then eventually being able to do her own thing. That's about, I guess, as vague as I should be for that. It seems like it'd be a kind of a potential for a very interesting story. And there are plenty of other Umas like that as well, and like I guess more like real-life horses that have been Umified that have good stories to be told. So it's a lot of good potential for future things, future items, future yeah, future stuff. I don't know. Oh shoot, I forgot. Well, that's actually a good term without the dreams, but you know what? That's fine too, I guess. I will do this one, I guess. Because say both of them are kind of. I see. This is what I'm saying. Like I'm like, oh, parent runs, but like I'm in the same mindset as like a regular run, but it's not. So I don't care about whether her stats are good or not. All that matters is the end result with the factors. That's all I care about. That's all I'm here for. Dreams. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, no, 7-5. That was never gonna happen. That's okay. I need to get each of those to level. I need level each of those to level up once more, which was not gonna happen. So I'm not too torn up on that. It's nice if it happens, but it doesn't usually happen. And frankly, if I want to force it to happen, it usually comes to the detriment of other things. So usually I try not too hard to go for it. Because I feel like the benefit between like a 7.58 and an 8.58 is not really worth it usually, so ooh, look at that. Have I used any of my dreams yet? I don't think so. So that's good, I guess. Hold on, let's see. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Well, nah, I'll do dreams here. Dreams on the guts, because the guts ain't looking too good. Guts. Okay, now I just need to do one non-dreams training run, and then hopefully get some good factors there. Ooh, that's pretty good. We'll take that. And then I guess I'm just gonna dreams it up for the rest of the last 3 trainings here. Ooh, we have not even gotten, hold on, what is this? Probably this one, honestly. Because I don't need energy right now. And I really do need guts, so. Yeah, let me plan this out. So the last 3, I think I'm gonna do Okay, speed is pretty close to being maxed out, so I'll just do that one for that, and then, yeah, guts and then power for the last two. And that should be good. That one. Yeah, because guts and power ain't looking too hot. And that, I've noticed this has become a common trend in my run so far, which doesn't give me that much hope. Although maybe I'm just not getting lucky with the way that the trainings are going yet. I mean, you saw, like, it took until way late to even get to 1200 on the guts side, so I'm not surprised that it's not looking too good yet, or like right now. But that's what Dreams trainings are for, to catch it up, right? Maybe? I just maxed out speed. Come closer at least. Is this Delmar? Delmar, yep, okay. Alright, let me just go through this. And we shall see how this turned out as a parent. And I might just use up a lot more of my gems because, again, 60 of my gems to re-roll. Alright, good job everybody. Everybody won their individual races. It's nice when they don't overlap. AKA when Espo doesn't come in, because that's usually the only time when it overlaps. Well, Espo and I think Loves, because Loves only you and Red Desire have the same race, so that's also another thing. Okay, but let me do the fun drag of going through all this, and then we'll see the end result. It is kind of nice that I do have multiple rerolls. I didn't realize that you could spend gems on that, or carrots, which in the long run may not be the best idea, but it's only like 30 carrots per reroll anyway, so I'm fine with that, especially since you get 50 from doing all your dailies, so not the worst thing to happen. But yes, ideally, probably don't want you to do that too much. Let me put in some randos. No, yes, no, yes. Maybe, hold on, make sure I'm not missing anything. I just maybe skipped a few. Actually, no, it's not, that's not bad, it's not great, okay. What? Hello? There we go, okay, I was worried there for a second, my VPN wasn't working. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Moment truth, drum roll. Let's see if we get the 3-star short factor that we need. Or at least a 2-star. Any short factor, really. Alright, whatever, who cares? I don't care about the rating. Yikes. Okay. Use our TP first. Let's see if we get anything better. Nope. Wow, that's even worse. Time to use my carrots. Come on. Mile my ass. Okay, one more. Man, I really did get lucky with that one Save and Sky parent rod I had last time. What the fuck is this? Okay. Oh man, that's terrible. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Jinkies, but also yikes. Okay, oh, yikes. Okay, honestly... hold on, how many white factors here? It's about the same, okay. I mean, I guess this one, the least worst. Well, that's parent building for you. That's parent building, pretty much. It's all good. Rip indeed. There go my gems, my gem carrots. Okay. Now should I do one? Let's do one more. Let's do one more of the Nishino flower parent building, and then I might switch over to Believe. yeah, I might switch over on the belief side just to get that going a little bit, and then I might call it a day. So let's get that one more time. Let me use one of my 2,000 of these, so that's why I'm saying I'm not really worried about the on the energy side of things, or sorry, the TP side of things. Okay, there we go. Did you watch the Kentucky Derby? I didn't watch it, but I did see the results. I think I talked about it earlier on stream. Yeah, congrats to whose name I've already forgotten, but good job to them. I know it wasn't the favorite, so. And yeah, the two Japanese contenders didn't do that great, but it's okay. You know, it happens. So. We'll see how well they do in the next race. That's the is that the Preakness or the Belmont? I keep forgetting what the order is for that. And like I said before early in the stream, I'm kind of amazed that or not amazed, but like I'm always just kind of that it's such a short turnaround between the first and second races in the for the English Triple Crown, or for the American Triple Crown. It's like it seems like it's kind of crazy that it's that quick, right? It's only like 2 weeks or whatever. It's like wow, that does not seem good for anybody. Crazy that an end closer one who was a long shot favorite. Yeah, I did see. Yeah, it's like the guy who was like the horse was all the way at the back, and then they made it all the way to the front. Turns out, end closers actually, you know, sometimes it works out. Sometimes it does. But yeah, the fact that it was also not even close to being a favorite. Wasn't the one who, I think I saw this, the one that got third was a last minute entry, right? Because it was replacing one that got scratched, and they had like 70-1 odds or whatever. That's pretty crazy. But that's horse racing for you. Never really know. And then you have situations where you have the favorite, and yeah, they're a favorite for a reason. What was it? Was the Hong Kong Sprint or whatever? That I don't remember the horse's name, but it's like one of the Hong Kong sprinters who was a long shot favorite, and yeah, they won by like almost a distance at that point. So that was pretty justified. But yeah, I've been trying to get slowly a bit more into the K-Bus stuff, just because, you know, it's funny because I've been playing this game for 5 years, and I'm only really just now getting into, like, really deep into the K-Bus, when I could have been doing that since 2021, 2022, so, you know, a bit late on that front, but at least I'm kind of paying attention to it now, you know, better late than ever, I guess. Ebayon's good. Let me make sure that I wasn't missing either of the other ones, whoever the other two were. Okay, no, we're good, because yeah, those should be good. Okay, perfect. Absolute Sinuma. Man, I remember that guy who during my showing of Beginning of a New Era, who unironically was like using like. And I know people like that who like unironically like use like memes, like, you know, like Twitch. This was back in college. One of my people from my club, yeah, one of the people from my club, and this is the anime club, so, you know, justified, but like he was like the type who would use like the old Twitch speak, so like Omega Law and like I don't know what some of the other stuff there, like unironically in sentences in real life, and I'm just like, oh man, what an absolute, I don't even know how to just what an absolute something. But man, I say that only because yeah, the guy that's showing, I think he says like, oh, absolute cinema, or like with the end of the movie or whatever, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. You know what? Sure. I'm you know what? I'm with fellow fans. Let's enjoy it. But, man, some of the audience reactions and stuff like that, I'm just like, oh my goodness. It's just like, I cannot with some of you people. Ita-san asking me a celebrity I like, and I answered Sunday Silence. Can't wait to see what comes of this new lingo. If it's anything like what I've been seeing with my Tomodachi life, they're just gonna keep on relating her to like whatever random BS that you give them in terms of gifts and stuff. Which can be funny, but also sometimes it's just really random. Which is fair. I mean, it's kind of, you can't just, the game doesn't know what it actually is, so it just inserts it like a Mad Lib. It actually is pretty much just like a Mad Lib at the end of the day, right? It's like insert object, insert saying, action, whatever, or like something you do, and it's just like put all of those into the kind of pre-filled dialogue there. So if it works, it works. Have I gotten to, I have not gotten to the date event yet. Yeah. This is this one. Okay, I don't need energy. Okay, hopefully the date event doesn't come too. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those runs, huh? Okay, hopefully it comes a little bit sooner than the last one. Which, it needs to come in like the next 4 turns if that's the case. Or 5 turns. Oh, I am this tall. Okay. Man. It's not great. Yes, that one, I guess. Please, date event? Date event? Yeah, we were walking with your fans. Not the fans, the fam. Walking with the fam, just in case. Date event? Nope, okay. Date event? Yeah, if I just keep saying date event, question mark, it should come soon, right? That's how that works? Date event? Date event? No date event? Oh boy. One of those runs. Okay, Date event? Nope. Date event? Nope. Alright, well, it's one. Oh, fine. At least it's not gonna. Well, I mean, I guess I can't speak too soon, but it hopefully shouldn't be like that run where it didn't show up until like late September or whatever senior year. Or how long did it take? I don't even remember anymore. I feel like I'm exaggerating, but it didn't come till senior year, that's for sure, and that was really amazing. Oh man, I guess yeah. Ah, Machan, we love you and your Machan ways. Hey, there we go, date event. I think this is the exact same time it showed up in the last one too, so I guess that's how it shows up now. I do need to do dreams here. I've rationed out all my dreams until today. Towards the end. Yes, race in the Asahi High Futurity Stakes. The same race that Ines Fujin won. That led to her winning the best 2-year poll for 2019, 1989 or whatever. Yeah, that's the year, right? It was the year before Teo did the races, so because yeah, that was in the anime. I remember, like it was just being asked, like who was the winner before of the Tokyo or like Nippon Derby before Tokai Teo, and then it's like, oh, Ines Fujin. That's the answer there. I was like, oh, Ines Fujin mentioned in the anime. I'm desperate, man. That's how desperate I am. It's like I hear the offhand mention of Ines Fujin in the anime. I'm like, oh my god, wow, that's amazing. I know she showed up in the OVAs, the kind of cursed but not really cursed ENW OVAs. I only say cursed because like it's pre any of the kind of finalized characterizations of the characters, so you see kind of like nicer cafe, you see Takion kind of being more Chunibyo than anything, and like all the other kind of weird quirks there. It's interesting to see how they saw the characters kind of pre-game release, right? It's just like kind of it's slightly different characterization and all that. But now they have it finalized, so it's now not Takion. Now Cafe is a haunted being. I still find it funny that they kept the whole thing about her being an actress, and I'm like, how she could be an actress? Interpret that in the way that's actually correct grammatically, but like, yeah, how can she be an actress? That's what I meant to say. Very many I mean, I guess she can probably play like specialized roles in the way that she is right now, but I just feel like, you know, if she's like general trying to act and stuff, it's just like she's really limited to only being like the haunted creature, the haunted scary one, which I guess has its own kind of tropes there, but feels kind of limiting. Okay, I don't need energy for the first time in my life. Okay. Like all the other previous runs, I need to get all of these up to at least B to get the desired results, and so far I think I'm in a good pace so far at least. And especially since I keep getting, honestly, I keep getting these, and these are really clutch, so yes, we are absolutely at a good pace right now. Yeah, because now I just need 2 more, one of which is already kind of on the precipice, as they say. Energy. Like 95%, no, not even 99% of the time, I choose the bottom option because I really need that extra energy most of the time. Even if I don't need that extra energy, I usually take it just out of habit. Old habits die hard, as they say. Atarashi. Okay, oh, that's not great. Actually, I haven't used any of my data events, right? That's amazing. Okay, let's do that now. Really get on that. Honestly, kind of crazy that I'm doing this decently well on the support side of things here, while pretty much not using any of my data events, because usually those are like really helpful to get those levels up. But Chitose was there. Okay, new character. Another character that I'm slightly excited for, but I think out of all the characters that are not playable right now, I would say the one I'm most excited for is Bukador, Karin Bukador. Unfortunately, it's really seeming like more and more like she's going to be like a 2-star character based on her past achievements and other stuff like that. And the fact that she still hasn't been released, she's the only character from that 4th anniversary release of characters that is not playable yet. I think. Pretty sure. So, it's a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. I've waited for other characters as well. You know, I remember way back in the day when Tama was the meme. There's always kind of a meme of a character who just like is continuing to wait for their release. First, I think it was more Tama, and then it became, who was it afterwards? I think I don't know, but I do remember Virginia also being an example of that. Virginia was one that everybody was waiting for, and just like, why isn't she showing up yet? It's like, oh man. Like, in fact, hold on, I have a, one of my thumbnails that I created for a stream way back was, referencing that. Let me try and find it, because it's, I think it's one of my favorite thumbnails. Where is that thumbnail? Hold on, let me try and... Yeah, wait, no, that's not it. That's Chronogenesis. Okay, hold on. It's probably way back here. When did Virginia release? I guess this is a better question. April, right? Maybe around April. Okay. Looking through my thumbnails, trying to find the thing I need. Was it? Maybe it was November. Hold on, I don't remember. Or October. November. December. No, it was not this late. Hold on, where is it? Where is my thumbnail? Where are you? Do I not have it saved here? I should have it saved here. Huh. Where are you? No, it was not this late. Okay, so I don't know. I can't find it for some reason, but I'll just keep looking while I'm doing this, so I'm not stuck in the same screen here. I'll multitask. That definitely works out usually. Maybe I'm just not seeing it in this. Wait, hold on. Maybe social pics maybe might have it. Okay. Yes. Oh, dreams. You're so right. You're so right, game. No. Oh, here it is. Wait, 511. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it not in the 511? Oh, wow. I just yeah, okay. That's what it was. Okay. No, but okay, so this is what I'm referring to. Let me just let me switch these over. Like the whole thing with Virginia taking so long. Like, this is the thumbnail that I created for that. Yep. It's been 3,000 years. So there's always usually a character that's, you know, everybody's just waiting for, and then she doesn't come out, and then it's just like, everybody's just asking, where is this character? Like, blank when? Like, insert character when. So. And I think, yeah, Virginia was like that. Almondai was kind of like that, but I think people realized that she's probably going to come out during an anniversary, so there was less of that. I think Tact. Tact is another good example. Tact is also one that everybody's just like, oh man, she announced a long time ago, but like she still hasn't been, like, this was before like she was out as a support card, and people were like, wow, she's not, you know, you can't even. She's not even out as like a support card or anything. I mean, obviously that's changed now, but it took a while for even that to happen. So, ooh, this is terrible. That's a whole bunch of terrible. I guess I'll have to take it because the double. I'm getting lucky with that, the doubles. At least that's happening. Not really translating to anything good here, but you know, it's something at least. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. Well, we're almost pretty good on speed, actually, which I'm pretty satisfied about. Okay. Okay, I think I have to use the dreams here, unfortunately. The dreams on the good old wit. Actually, hold on. I guess I don't have to use it on wit, because if I do it here, use it on the guts, which is also lacking, and then just do a dream and just do a date event. That should suffice. Possibly. Potentially. No, not you. Okay. Oh, right. Ooh. Dang, okay. Look at that, triple S's. Nice. Can you change quirks in Tomodachi? I think so. I haven't tested that out, so I can't say for sure, but I think you can. I don't know if you can have multiple quirks, though, of the same kind of category as the thing. I would think that they would allow you to, like, switch, though. Yeah, like, for example, I don't think you can have multiple types of, like, the walking one or, like, the eating one. I wonder if you can switch it, though, but I'm not 100% sure, because I've never really tried that. More than anything, I feel like, on the Tomodachi side of things, I usually try to, or like I give all my characters, like one certain item. Like I've given all my characters the breakdancing DVD because I don't know what triggers it, but I remember seeing, I think in the trailer, right, there was the dance battle or whatever, so in my head I'm like, okay, let me just give everybody in my island a dance, no matter what their personality is, even if they're not, like, even the old man character I gave the breakdancing DVD because I think it would be funny. But yeah, I did that. I've also given most of them the big eater quirk just so that they can have more room to fit in their stomachs. And then also there's the, later down the road, there's something called the fashionista quirk, where they can change outfits on their own, which I think is really handy because it's kind of weird, you know, you just give them an outfit and then they just keep wearing that outfit until the end. Which I guess in some situations is probably more preferred than just switching between different outfits. But sometimes I feel like it's just kind of weird when they just have the same outfit no matter what, unless you manually change it for yourself. So I've installed that for a few of my villagers at least, or islanders, or residents, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just used to calling stuff villagers because of Animal Crossing. But yeah. But that does make me curious. I guess I would also be interested in testing that out to see what happens if you select like for example with the eating quirk, like you already have one. What happens if you select another one? Like would it rewrite it? Would it tell you like no, you can't do this? It probably might most likely be the thing of like, oh, like you can only have one. Would you like to replace the one you currently have? During the like whole level up process. I don't think it's possible to do it during non-level up processes. I wouldn't think it'd be possible, because that would just mean you just kind of take another one. So I don't think that would really be possible during those times. But yeah, it'd be worth trying, I guess. I don't know. I'd be curious. I guess next time I pull it up and I have an islander or a villager that has the a quirk with that, I might just switch it out with something else and see what happens. Because I'm also kind of curious. But yeah, like I said earlier in the stream, I'm pretty. It's been pretty fun so far. I mean, like, still kind of a little bit disappointed they took away the concert hall, and also quirky questions. But I can live without those, you know. Other creative ways of doing stuff anyway. Like they still have like the conversations and stuff with like the restaurant, and not even within restaurant too, like the houses and stuff. Like there's different ways of kind of looking into their quirky minds and all that stuff. So gotta be creative about it. I've seen complaints on Twitter being like, oh, like I've been playing for so long and now it's all just the same boring stuff. And I'm just like, well, you kind of need to, you know, you put in what you put out, sort of thing. You know, you get what you put in. Right? It's just like if you don't put in any like island lingo or like, you know, like I guess put in more potential of your island, it's gonna look boring. So you gotta develop it to your specifications, and then you'll get what you want in terms of all the different potential things that come out. But also, I kind of do agree that to some extent, because I do feel like there will be a point, I don't know if it's going to be soon or like within like, but I don't see myself playing this game for too long. I mean, I see it being a thing where it's like, yeah, it's probably, you know, after a certain point, it's probably just going to be kind of samey, so... And I kind of already do feel like that sometimes with some of it, so it's like... I'll enjoy it while I can, but yeah, I think it's gonna, in maybe honestly like a couple of months, honestly, like maybe I'm just gonna be like, okay, that's enough of that, let's move on to something else. Maybe not, you know, I said the same thing about when I was, and I know there's a completely different situations, but like with English Umamusume, I told myself I was only gonna play that for like a couple of months, based on my pattern of other gacha games that I played the Japanese versions of, and then kind of tried out the English version, and I was like, it's alright, but like, you know, I kind of quit after a couple months because it's kind of like, it's just kind of having to go through the same drag of getting all the characters and like rolling for those again. It's like, it's not really worth it. I don't know why it's so different with Uma though, but like, I'm still playing for what it's worth. Although now that Ines is out, I do wonder if I'll have any motivation. I guess there are still other characters that I'm excited for, namely characters like Dansu, and some of the other kind of memeier characters like Helios and Lido, Calstone Lido. I'm excited to kind of see what they're like. So, you know, maybe that gives me some potential there to continue playing. So, we will see. But you can never predict the future. Nobody knows. Atarashi menu. It's gonna make me do dreams, isn't it? Yeah, okay, hold on. That's a good turn, though. That was a good training, though. I guess I'll take the dreams. I mean, I'm not complaining, but like, dang, that was a good potential. Yep. Just your average elementary school Umamusume who skipped a couple of grades to make it to the big leagues, so to speak. Alright, BC Miles the last one. Okay, we're definitely good on the, actually we're already good on 858, so that's pretty good. This one. Oh, that's so good. Well, actually, that's not good. Actually, sorry. I thought that was actually really good. No, it's not good. That's not that. Not as good as I thought. On top of this. Yeah, this has actually been a really good run, all things considered. Like the fact that I got all the double supports to line up, and now I'm gonna get 858 here. I've already gotten 2000 speed before the summer training. Well, baseball, sorry, baseball's in the head, I guess. Spring training, summer training. I mean, we're way past that at that point. It's May, we're a month into the season, so hope your teams are as doing well as they want to be. I know the Brewers are kind of struggling with all the injuries and stuff, so I'm just taking it for what it's worth. And hope that everybody gets better, and that some of the contributors that come back can start getting the team riled up a little better. But for now, I think it's just treading water until they come back. And hey, they're still winning anyway, so like, you know, I can't complain too hard. It's just their full potential is not... I can see that they're not living up to the full potential yet. So... it's a long season. It's a long season. That's how it is for most. Honestly, most of the major league sports. Football is like kind of an exception, right? Because it's only 16. It's actually, sorry, 17 games. So, you know, each week really does count. Whereas in like baseball, basketball, hockey, it's like you play like so many games, and it's like kind of a slog with the regular seasons. Brendan Donovan's injured. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, like, Brewers, like, so many of our position players are injured right now, like Churio and, like, who else? Why am I not remembering names? I mean, Churio's the big one, but, like, a lot of our offensive players are injured. Woodruff just got another injury after losing, like, 5 miles per hour in speed on his fastball. I think it's pretty much over for him at that point. He's been too injured. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's at least he had some good years with the Brewers. It's just kind of sad to see him break down before he got his big payday and all that stuff. He didn't even get one, honestly, which is kind of the sad part. But you know, it's hopefully live off the amount that he did get. Ooh, actually, wait, no, that's better. Okay. Hey, you know, at least it's not the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have just been absolutely decimated by injuries. Feel kind of bad for them. Also, at least you're not the Mets. The Mets are even worse. I mean, they're not even injured. They're just I don't know what they're doing. That whole team's just been a disaster. I think that really goes to show that it's not just about the analytics side. You also have to take the mental side of things. You know, the clubhouse vibes. That's also pretty important. It turns out, you know, it's a human game. You know, this long season, they have to spend time together. You gotta take into account how they play together, and if they don't play well together, it ain't gonna be good. Unless they're winning, in which case maybe, but like, that's a big if. Alright, let's go this one. Right, ooh, another ad break starting soon. Okay, great. Love that for me. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. So, yeah, it looks like it's about to end anyway, so honestly, probably spend some of the ad break just kind of adding the skills here. Although I'll probably just do that now. And then also just kind of stretching and doing all the good stuff of hydrating and all that. Man, that run had potential, but it kind of sputtered towards the end. These could have been a lot better. Actually, I can't complain. I kind of wish the weight was a little bit higher, but overall, this is actually really good. If this was what I was training for League of Heroes, I'd be pretty happy. But it is not, so we're just gonna have to hope this is a good parent. Crazy that the new MLB player from MLB Murakami is the leader with 13 home runs. His run has been super crazy, although it's really funny seeing it because he is like a better, like, it's like kind of, you know, Adam Dunn, those kinds of players. Joey Gallo to extent, right? Like the whole, like, 3 true outcomes, like he's like strikeout, walk, or home run. That's literally it. It's like the crazy, I mean, obviously he's been really good, but I just worry about how, like, that profile, how that's gonna continue to play out, because I don't see that being very successful long term. But for now, I mean, it's been really amazing to see, but it's just like, damn, you know, what happens when you lose the power part of that? Then, I mean, I guess he walks, so I mean, I guess there's some good parts to that, but like, then it's just like a lot of strikeouts too, so it's like, you know, you can, it deteriorates very quickly. But, and I know we're in the ad break, but again, this is kind of the boring part anyway, so in my mind, I'll just do this, and then we'll wait out the rest of the 2-ish minutes, and then get that going. I think even if this ends up not being successful, I think I'm gonna move on to the final portion, not the final portion, but like the next portion of my prep here, which is to do some Believe runs, and try and get Believe, my sole sorry, that was the right phrasing. My sole non-front runner in my prep of all this, which might be the good call anyway. I don't know if I really trust bringing 3 front runners into this whole fray. I mean, that's historically that's just been League of Heroes though, right? It's just been like, it's always a lot of the front Umas, like fronts and pacers, like never really been a focus on the end closers or late surgers. Like, it's just always been fronts, because the whole strategy completely changes with the whole idea of you want to get all of your Umas in the top 3, so it's not just getting one of them to win, but it's like you want to get all of them to be good. So a slightly different way of thinking about team composition and all that. I don't know why I took that skill. That's not the skill I want to take. Okay, let's just get one more. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. Okay. Alright, got another 45 seconds. Let me just get some more stretching in. Oh, man. There's a whole... here's the thing. I do a lot of my main thing in the gym is cardio with the elliptical, so I'm never really I don't really get tired easily, luckily, from that, but also I was lugging around like my shoulder, like my my shoulder bag or whatever, which is good, but like if I have a lot of stuff in there and I wear it for too long, my shoulder gets really like kind of, because obviously it's like a lot of weight on the shoulder there, so it can get pretty bad if I carry stuff that's too many things basically, which I didn't think I did, but apparently I did, because yeah, my shoulder was hurting by the time I got back home. Luckily it's not that bad now. Alright, with that, I think we're good with the ads. Let's see what we got here. But before that, I need to do this shenanigans. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay. Right. This is a UA6. Damn, okay, that's actually pretty good. That's not good. Okay, I forgot I was doing this for a parent run. I was almost about to click OK. Short. Hey, you know what? Do I? I want to be. I want to be really. What's the word? Greedy here, and I want to try and go for something that's a 3-star here. I know I can fix this with the Tachyon event, but like. Okay, well here, I'm not gonna lose this anyway, so I'm just gonna use a carrot, which is fine. Nope. Okay, one more chance. Either way, I think we're set. We got a pretty good one right there. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, no, I think we're going with the first one, which is the, we got the 3-star factor in the short, which is very good. Now, the 2-star in the power is not the best, but I can fix that with Tachyon, so I think we're good. Don't have to worry about parent farming anymore, because we got that going. And surprisingly, it's also by far the best one I've created today, which is very good. I appreciate that. We are already 2/3 of the way done with this event. I love these kinds of events. I love events in JP where I don't even have to lift a finger and I'm already way done with the event points. Meanwhile, in the English version, I had to grind out points. Although it is getting better, I will say. I got my archive level up. Thank you. Omedetou. Otsukare. Thank you, Helios. I love the way you speak. Alright, just do that. Okay. So, now that we got our parents, I'm gonna do... Hold on, how do I want to do this? Let me do this. I'm not gonna do Ines just yet, but I'm gonna prepare her for the future. So I have Valentine's Ines here. I have not this parent, but I have... Oh wait, but I don't think I have a Seiyu and Sky parent that has 9 stars. I'm gonna have to find somebody that has that. Alright, I'll prepare that later. Way jump scare. I love a good way. Especially from non-traditional sources. Ardon's way is, I think, that error conversation is adorable. Or going like, way. Just like, we love you, Ardon. Okay, okay, we got Believe here. I think I already had the parents set. Is that the right parents? Yes. No. I have an idea. Let's use the one we just made. Where's my Nishino flower that I just made over here? 2 stars. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Well, where to go? Where to go? Press the wrong button. That's not it. Where did it go? Where did you go? Hello? There it is. Right? Yes. Okay. Yes. If I don't get an S... If I don't get S short here, I'm going to be very disappointed, because it's literally just 18 star factors of all short. It's oops, all short. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Let's do it. Actually, let me think about this for a second. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do it. Let's see how it goes. With good old Believe. Believe with whatever this outfit is. I don't know. I guess it's It's athletic wear, yes. Is it aerodynamic? I don't think so, but that's fine, I guess. You know, that hasn't stopped any of the Umas before. With TM Opera O with their goddamn cape, which very wind resistant or very dragging of the wind. But clearly that doesn't matter sometimes. Oh, not sometimes. A lot of the times with Uma World, you just got suspension of disbelief, right? You just gotta not think about that stuff. Otherwise, you're just gonna it's gonna explode with all the whatabouting. It's like, oh well, what about this? And it's just like, oh, but then this doesn't work. And it's like, what? Well, okay, what about this? It's like, yeah, no, just don't think about it. It's like a lot of things with the world building in this game, in this franchise. The world building is not the strong suit. It's just don't think about it. You know, it's like, oh, what parents and like the world building implications, like like wars and stuff, and like, you know, horses being written there, and it's just like, no, let's not think about that. Also, I think this is probably gonna be the last run. I don't want this stream to go too long because I did not get back until very late, admittedly, so I have not even watched any of the Korean varieties that I wanted to watch today. I'm gonna have to save that for tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I might just make tomorrow my kind of lazy, don't go outside day, so I can kind of just relax. But at the same time, I do want to go out to that art festival, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow, I guess, when I wake up. Speaking of waking up, I have been actually being really good about my sleep schedule. Normally, during the weekends, I stay up ungodly hours, but I actually fell asleep at like 12 AM yesterday, so it's kind of amazing. It's like, wow, this is just like, you know, the normal weekdays. It's been actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually nice to keep a consistent sleep schedule and sleep like 8 hours. I know initially, I think in an earlier stream I was complaining about how I was like, I slept 8 hours, but I'm still super tired. But like now I'm like, honestly, no, I'm good. I'm feeling good. Feels good, man. Nice when you actually have a sleep schedule going, and also, oh my goodness, Red Desire needs to be... It needs one more, otherwise she's going to be stuck in the G rating there. Uh-oh. I may have put myself in a little bit of a pickle. Oh wait, date event. I forgot I had that already. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for early date events. Actually though, that actually came in super clutch. Okay, you. Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't choose that option, but nice to have options, I guess. Yeah, give me... Yes, that's the good kush. That's what we call in this household a good kush. And then I need to do one more of those. Get that going. Oh, that's not as good, but that's still good, I guess. Could be better. Alright, Bilivu, let's see you win. I always love it when the, wait, okay, I lost my point there, never mind. I was gonna go into a whole thing about how, like, you know, her non-G1 outfit, she wears the bloomers, but in her G1 outfit, she wears, like, the shorts. And it's like, it's a bit more revealing in the non-G1 than the G1, and I was trying to make a point with that overall, but then I realized that's not, I don't know, I was trying to make a connection, and then it just all got lost in my head. Forget what I was trying to say. That's what happens when you're on a sugar low, caffeine low. Stuff enters the brain, stuff leaves the brain. You don't know what you're saying otherwise. For all I'm saying is just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo nonsense. Everybody loves when you're mumbo jumboing. I wumbo, you wumbo, he, she, me. Wumbo. Wumbo Wing, study of Wombology. That's 3rd grade, SpongeBob. Ah, man, if there's one thing that you can rely on me for, it's Vine quotes and the SpongeBob references. I guess that's also SpongeBob quotes, yeah. Both of those things. Apparently that's all I am. That's all I'm useful for. Oh, this is terrible. I think I actually just need new dreams here. Aren't they still making SpongeBob episodes? It's kind of crazy, but like... I remember, and I think this was way back ago, but like they had like an episode with Bubble Bass as like a parody of the Nostalgia Critic. And he had like an anime body pillow and stuff, and he was just like, it was just like, oh my goodness, like, what are we doing here? I mean, I don't want to be all, you know, like, oh, nostalgia is the best, but actually, you know, I think we can agree, first 2, maybe 3 seasons of SpongeBob are goated, right? It's just like some really quality TV there. It's hard to really top any of that, right? It's just like, I mean, I can't... Maybe new SpongeBob is alright, but like it's really hard to compare to like, you know, whatever happened, what was the first 2-3 seasons there, because that's actually some amazing television. Not even just like kids comedy show, but like actually like there was some pretty good nuance sort of like references and kind of stuff for adults as well. So very good. This is terrible as well. Okay, let me think. Yeah, let's just I'm already using that. I don't love doing that, but I don't want to already use my second dreams. Okay. Nah. I'm gonna break my rule there of taking only the double supports. Oh, hey, look at that, it worked out. It all works out in the end. Okay, and then there's Believe, being like, oh, hey, wow, a rare smile. No, I'm just kidding. She's not like a Aruvu. She actually knows how to smile. Well, she is very nonchalant. And that's what we love about you, Believe. I don't love any of my options there. Alright. So far, so okay. Wait, I still have a couple turns. It's not over yet. I was like, oh, it's all right, and then I forgot that I still had 2 turns left before the year's over. Okay, well this is also not good. I have an idea. Maybe. I don't remember this one. Oh, right, that one. Like, one of these is 15 guts. Ooh, okay, well, my idea is even better now. My idea is to have one of these, gauged up so I can have, do the dreams, get one of those leveled up, and then be fine with that. But, as it turns out, it's even better than I thought. Which is appreciated. Okay, yep. BDE. Big Dick Energy. Why is that the first thing I immediately think of when I see that? I swear, sometimes my brain is just... I feel like my brain needs to be cleaned. Like, I like misread signs in the dirty way, and I'm just like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? What was a good example of that? There was an art fair that I went to last week where I saw like a sign and I thought it read something really inappropriate, and I read it again and I was like, oh wait, no, it's... And I'm trying to remember what it was, the example, but I don't remember, but... Stuff like that, where it's just like, man, what's wrong with me? Oh, man, it's gonna bother me that I don't remember it, but... I'm sure it wasn't that important. I mean, it was, but not really. Okay. Alright, believe with the big dick energy, which is funny because she's a mare. I always find that part of her character really funny. She's one of the most masculine Umas in the entire franchise, yet she is a mare. So like in real life, she's also a she. Really goes back to that one comic where the trainer's like, "Oh, why do you hang out with all the mares?" And it's like, "Because I'm a mare." And it's like, "Wait, what is a mare?" And it's like, it was all a dream. Aha. But it really is kind of funny how that is. That's the thing too. It's like her trio is, both of the other trio mates are males, so she's the only non-male of that group, like Calstone Lido and Durandal. So funny how that works sometimes. Ooh, this is a perfect time for a Drea date event. A Drea date event, you know, Drea date. Unique new concept of a date. Hey, it's Lala. We'll go with the guts. Ooh, yeah, that's one. Okay, well that's good. Howstone's good. Good old light O. Yeah. It looks like we're in good pace for 3 or 3 or 4 5 5. Those are the words I meant to say. All right, give me that S distance. What the fuck? Why? What? Okay, I'm a bit worried. Imagine if I don't somehow get S short from the parents that I have. That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting. Imagine that with all the other things lining up. I would actually cry if that happened. Yeah. ACC, Atlantic Coast Conference, which, God, I'm gonna rant again. I don't understand in this age of college sports why a school that's from California is in a athletic conference called the Atlantic Coast Conference. Make it make sense? I can't. It's so stupid. I cannot. It's so stupid. I hate the way college sports is nowadays. But yeah, let's just put the school called California and Stanford in the Atlantic Coast Conference. You know, they're conference mates with Duke, Virginia, Miami. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Oh my god, it's so stupid. So fucking stupid. Yeah. I blame USC and UCLA for it more than anything, because they're the ones who just renegade from the Pac-12 in the first place. Yeah, fuck USC and fuck UCLA. They're not even doing that well in their conferences anyway. At least in the basketball sense. Or, sorry, the football sense. Basketball, I guess. Yeah, not even really either. So, I don't know. I guess they're doing good at baseball, but it's college baseball. Whatever. Because UCLA has, like, one of the best... or, like, has probably the top prospect for this year's draft. As far as I've seen from the little that I've read about the draft prospects. There's like one guy they have at shortstop whose name I don't think I want to try and pronounce because it's like Rock Cholowski or something. I don't know, but like apparently he's really good, so that's cool. I don't really have too much of an investment because, you know, it's going to be like at least a couple of years until we see any of those guys show up in the big leagues, but kind of interesting to read through some of it. Also the fact that, like, I don't really, like, there's no chance that the Brewers are really going to ever draft any of those guys. Maybe kind of the mid-tier guys, right? And maybe they end up being top prospects, but like I said, that's the thing with baseball draft, is like it's kind of hard to really put too much investment into it because, like, they're even the best prospects are at least like a year away. Like there are exceptions, obviously. Like there are a few players that got drafted and then jumped straight into big leagues. I think there's like very few. The most recent is probably like what, Mike Leake or something from the Reds, but otherwise, you know, usually they spend like at least like a couple of years in the big leagues or like the minor leagues before moving on to the big leagues. And I guess Paul Skeens is another example of that, right? He only spent like a year-ish in the minor leagues before going up and then dominating. Makes sense because he was a college pitcher that was doing really well there, so. But generally, it's a big leap. Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright, yeah, why am I debating that? Of course I'm thinking this one. Even the stats aren't really that bad. Despite the fact that it wasn't a rainbow friendship training. Ooh, hoop. Hoop. I'm only... I took a look at the SP difference and I'm like, wait a second, why is that a debate? It isn't. Okay. This might actually be a good time for a summer fun times. Sorry, a dream fun times. We are in the summer fun times right now. And I might do it here. Okay. And then I'll do a summer, or sorry, not a date event. God. I'll do the date event, we'll do that, and then I think that sets us up. What do we got here? Stamina, because I always feel like it's gonna be, oh, that is a really iffy amount of stamina, oh my goodness. Not that it's really that important, but I do at least need 650, so, and ideally the more is better. So, having it be that low this late is the mildly concerning, but not too concerning. Alright, time for the sprinter stakes, and then after that is the good old Takamatsu no Miyakinen. Takamatsu no Miya. Takamatsu no Miya. Not to be confused with the Takarazuka Kinen. Very different races. One is a sprint race, the other is an all-star race for medium. I guess you can have a horse be in both, but that does seem really rare. Like, I guess Zephyr might be one example I can think of that had aptitudes in like short and medium, but that does feel pretty rare. I'm trying to think of other. No, Taiki doesn't have very much in medium. It's more short and mile. Yeah, that's a good exercise to think about. It's like, what are some good examples of Umas? Not just Umas, I guess, horses that have been successful in maybe both short and I guess to that extent mile as well as medium. Maybe Marzensky? Maybe? Doesn't she have good aptitudes in short and medium and mile, I think? Yeah, probably. That might be a good example. Also, sorry, I'm just thinking this is not really that good. I guess I'll take this one. Don't want to use my dreams already, and I don't have any. I already have pretty much max health, so that's already out of the question. Plus, I think I'm almost out of date events anyway, so I definitely want to save that until senior year, because I don't want to use up all of them this early. It's a fine balancing act, right? You don't want to use them all too early, but you also don't want to leave too many of them. Although I guess the latter is slightly more preferred, because then at least you can use up more of them in less than ideal situations. So. But unfortunately, I kind of put myself in a corner there, so I gotta. Oh, this is not good. I guess when in doubt, go with this one. When in doubt, go with energy. aka the wit event, the wit training. Ooh, spicy beans. Although, yeah, spicy beans. Spicy Machan. Ugh. I don't like that description. Spicy Machan. That could be taken many ways, and I don't like any of them. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, yeah, wait, that's good. Okay, because then I can do dreams there. And then end that. Oh, oorara. Okay. Okay. Yes, definitely I need to do dreams here. It's my final turn. Let's do it on... Power is actually looking pretty bad right now. So let's do that. Both power and guts aren't great, but honestly that's more fact that I think I've been focusing on speed. Isn't that from what I saw, that was 1600 right already, so that's fine. That's the trade-off. And like the weight is actually close to 1200 as well, so not too bad, not too horrible. Could be better. Again, I still don't have a distance S, so I need to hope that happens during the next inheritance event, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna cry and rage quit, so let's not let that happen. Unless you want to see that. Okay, here comes Red Desire praising the Amazake. What, at least I assume that's Amazake. That's what it's called, right? That's what it's called. Pretty sure. Is that what it's called? Hold on. I'm gonna... Yeah, Amazake. Yep. I was pronouncing that right. Okay, good. Alrighty. Ooh, decisions. I think I'm gonna go this one. I know the SP difference was way better on the speed training, but really trying to... See, this is what I'm talking about, the sacrifices of getting the 858, because like, yeah, it's like I want the 858, so you know I'm gonna take this one over what probably might be better overall. So for example here, like this one. And I don't know if that's really the best strat. That's not what you want to see. Why is she in a construction zone? See, this is the type of thing where it's like I'd be nice knowing what the context of it is, and we're not gonna know until her route comes out, which I don't know when Believe is gonna come. It's gonna be at least 2 years, right? Like way down the line. So just gonna have to, I don't know. We'll make do until then, or I can just try and reading it myself. You know, like, you know, try and actually use some skills in Japanese knowledge and try and parse together some of that, but nah, that sounds like work. I'm just kidding. I really should though. Okay, honestly though, the way I'm looking at this right now, this is not looking good on the 858 side of things. Let's see, hold on. Yonko's already at UF, so I really just need, what is it? I really need these two to, well, I don't need to, but like I need 4 more level ups then. And we are at, we're at late March, so we do have some time. If I can get the RNG to really show up, then maybe, but it's looking kind of iffy, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. You know what? Actually, it maybe. Okay, here we go. The inheritance event we're all waiting for. If I don't get the short S with 18 stars of short factors, I'm gonna be very concerned. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. What in the world, brother? I would like to point out once again that I have parents, that's not the right screen. I have parents that, look at this, 3 stars, 3 star short, 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 18 stars of shorts, and yet still A. How does that work? Nobody knows. That's, well, dead run. This is, I guess, yeah, I guess this means that this is a dead run, which kind of sucks, because this is actually kind of turning out to be pretty okay. This has potential to be pretty good. I mean, it's still too soon to say, but yeah, this has potential, so I'm kind of disappointed that this is a... that means that it's already over. Man. Man. It's like that, the meme with the horse on the beach. Man. Alright, well. I guess we'll just finish this off, but yeah, it's already kind of over. Especially now, because I think, are we gonna be short? We're gonna be one short. Oh, that's even better. Actually, that makes me feel a little better, because we're gonna be one short of getting the 858 over here. That still kind of sucks. Okay, I guess, yeah. Yeah, we're one short. And I can't make it up here because I have 2 dreams trainings, so... And even if I didn't have the dreams trainings, there's no possible way to get another level up in 2 turns with how it is right now. So that's a rippo. Okay. Unfortunate. Hate to see it. Oh well. It is what it is. Just fill in the gaps here. AKA, I need to probably get more energy here. So let's do that. What are you? You are... okay. And then I probably want to do... As much as I really want to do... Well, actually, hold on. I'm really tempted to do the weight training only because I want as much energy as possible for the summer training. But if I do this, this means that I'm pretty close to maxing out on the wit side of things. Not that that's really a huge deal, but like I kind of want to focus on some of the other undertrained ones, so... That's not the button I meant to press, but okay, that's cool. I meant to press the guts. Alright, well that's fine. Well, at least I got some energy back. And I'm gonna get some energy anyway, after this shenanigans, but... And the unimpressed face of Casino Drive being like, you messed up. You fucked up. It's like, yes I did. Yes I did. Okay, it's fine. Alright. Oh, that's so tragic though. I'm gonna be, what, 1 point short? 1 point short. That's the side despair. Okay. Well, this run was already dead anyway, so what do I care about? What do I care? Okay, Shigoto this, Shigoto that. Okay, hey, that's pretty good. Okay, I want to hold off for a slightly, actually, yeah, I want to hold off for a slightly better training there, so let's just, let's finish off that. And that should be good there. And then I'll take care of the other ones. But yeah, this is already kind of a lost cause. I don't know what we're still doing. I'm just doing this for the fans and also the event points. That's really what we're here for at the end of the day. Mariners lost in the 10th. Ah, yikes. It's alright. Long season, but that still kind of sucks. Ooh, I don't like any of this. On Randy Johnson's number retirement night. Ah, that's the worst when it's like during an important night. I remember when the Packers retired Brett Favre's number. I think that was during a Chicago, like during a Bears game too. Packers Bears, obviously huge rivals, and I think the Bears won that game, so it just kind of ruined the night a little bit. Oh, this is also terrible. Actually, it's not that terrible. Actually, I think I'll take this one. Because that gets me close to being maxed out on the speed, but not too far off. Like to the point of where it maxes out too early. And then Now what is this? I'll take some power, sure, why not? Okay. Yeah, so we're good. Yeah, 50 there, so we're good there. And then the rest of these 2 turns can focus on the Dreams training. Okay, okay. Well, it's a good thing this is a lost cause, because somehow this run didn't end up as good as I was hoping for initially, but... Hey, look, Cheval. But... That's okay. Oh, that's actually pretty good, but... Unfortunately, I don't have any energy. Fortunately, I do have a Dreams. Okay, decision... Oh, you know, I'm just realizing that stamina is not good. Even if everything worked out here, that stamina is so low that I think this actually wouldn't have been a good contender either way. Surprising, I didn't think that would be an issue, but sometimes that actually might be. BC Turf Sprint. Featuring your girl, Believe. Here's Machan. Here's Yonko. Here's Desire. Well, that's her short name, Desire. I mean, I guess it can't be Red. Well, it could be Red. Just call her Red. That's also, that is a name though. Like Red. What's? Yeah, Red Foreman from that '70s show. I don't know if that's actually a name or like a nickname, but like it could be like a reasonable name. And then again, I don't think they consider English. Well, maybe, I don't know. But they could. Alright, let's see how this ended. Ooh, there's the eyes of almond. Yeah, see, like I didn't even meet my minimum for the stamina here, so not really that good. Otherwise, this is actually pretty good. Man, actually, the wit could be a little better. The guts could also be a little better. The power is actually pretty decent, but also could be a little bit. I'm really picky. I'm just gonna put it that way. So, all right, let me just get this going, and then I'll just call it a day. I mean, overall, I didn't get anything that well, actually, I shouldn't say I didn't get anything. I didn't get any of the Umas ready, but also it's like I said, we still have 2-3 weeks for this CM. I think it's more closer to 3 weeks than anything, so... And I said CM, I meant League of Heroes, so... We got plenty of time. I think more than anything, I'm happy that I got a decently good parent, Nishino parent, for... both, not even both Ines, but like a, like Believe too. Like I used it for Believe, although that wasn't successful as you saw. Even with the 18 factors of goddamn, short, it still didn't get the S short, so I don't know what happened there, but yeah, fuck me. But hopefully that it doesn't bode for the future. Hopefully that's not a sign for the future, I guess. I guess we'll find out in the near future. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm gonna actually try and make a concerted effort to do some trainings, not on stream, like off stream. Actually, try and do some prep work for the CM, because I say I do it and then I never really do it, just because I feel like I have more pressing priorities. But I can actually try and do it just so that I can, one, get the get those 50 gems for doing the daily runs, and then also two, not be so pressed for preparations when it does come closer to a date. I'm scared for what the recommended stat line for it's going to be for 3600 CM. The good news for that, at least, is that there's not going to be any debuffers allowed, like no debuffer skills allowed, so that's a little bit of a silver lining, but I'm also curious. Especially since I think that's going to happen around the time the new scenario comes out, so I'm curious how the new scenario might shape that out, whether there's going to be a way higher cap increase for stamina. Because I could definitely see that happening, where it's like, oh, 1900 stamina. It's like, oh, geez. Also, ooh, I just realized Believe is not, I don't have level 11 for Believe, so I don't have her casual outfit. Not that I really like her casual outfit that much, but like, it's nice to have the casual outfits of all the Umas, so... That's also another good thing about doing these, is that I can level up their affection levels, get them all good to go. Let's end off by collecting our rewards. Collecting the rewards and also listening to the band version of Ready Steady Derby. And listen to Takio and go do whatever the hell she's doing. Skip. There we go. Of course, got everything except the first place. At this point, I don't really matter. Well, I say it doesn't really matter, but it actually kind of does. Well, no, don't skip it. It kind of does matter now because you get the reward for. Oh, you can't see it here. Yeah, you get this now for up to the 13th card. So or sheet, sorry. So I'll take as much as I can. This was what I was mentioning yesterday, like right towards the end of the stream. Was that it's kind of nice that now, and I can't show it because I already bought it, but like, it's kind of nice that they have, and I have to scroll all the way down because I already bought all of them. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Oh, this one. Like, they made this item available in quantities of more than one. I think you can buy, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 of these for 400 of the medals, which is actually super nice, and then the last one is like the 10,000 that it was. So that's cool. At least, you know, they're not giving them one by one. You know, I actually have a fighting chance of maybe having enough by the time Teo and Suzuka come out for their level 6 and 7. But yeah, do I want to? Nah, I'm gonna save up for this one, and then this. Wow, it seems nice. Not really that useful, and so I'm not going to spend my stuff on that. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and also, don't forget, y'all, this month, in the Friend Point shop, there is pieces of all the Gold family out. So I bought everybody already, except Gold Chip because I already have Gold Chip 5 stars. So it's kind of a waste if I do that, but that is available in the Friend Point shop now. In your local Umamusume. Do I have any? I don't. Okay, I don't know why I was just checking this. How close am I to getting a oh, only 3 more fragments to get one of these limit break crystals. That would be real. If I do get that, I wonder what I want to use that on. Maybe the fine motion card, because I think I really need one more to make it useful or whatever. It's kind of only at 2 LB right now. I mean, I have so many cards that I need kind of more upgraded. Obviously, like Bourbon, I have Fine Motion. Now I have Tap Dance City here. I have Teo. That ideally could also be limit broken a little bit more. Also, this is kind of a hyper specific one though. But for any mile competition, this Minecraft is also pretty essential. I don't know. It's one of those things where there's it's a lot of hyper specialized cards. So. And I think if I'm going to be building a lot of front runners, which I do in the future, I probably want to focus on my efforts on this one, because this card is actually super good for front runners. So there is that, but that's all for the future. Teo 7 should be coming out this month. Oh, okay, good to know. I think how close am I to getting Special Week? Actually kind of close. I just need 4 more of these bad boys, and then I need a lot more of these bad boys, but these are coming out. These come out relatively frequently, so I'm not too pressed about those ones. And then everything else, yeah, I'm not too concerned. Money or other resources, because I have way too many of those. But yeah, not yet. Teo soon, I guess. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna sign off before it forces me to do another ad break. Oh, that's not what I'm gonna press. Okay, so going to just chat in, and let's just sign off for today. Hope everyone had a good time. I sure did with getting the Nishino Flower parent. Now I just need to find a parent for Seiyun Sky that has the 9-star short, which hopefully there should be one, so we'll hopefully have no trouble there. And I'll continue to prep on that front. For tomorrow, that is a good question. One, am I streaming tomorrow? I think the answer is more likely yes. But there is a slight chance that maybe not, just because I've streamed Wednesday and Thursday. And did I have streamed Wednesday? I actually don't remember. Did I stream Wednesday? I have to go back and check. Let me check my no, I did not, because I streamed Thursday. Yeah, I forget my things, but I did stream Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. And like I said, it might be a busy weekend, so who knows if I have the motivation, but let's just say yes. As for the game, TBD on that one. I'm looking through my Steam library right now, see if there's any good one-off games that might be interesting to play. But we'll figure it out when we get there. So, till then, hope you all have a good rest of your Saturday night, or whatever day and night may be. This has been Chino the Penguin. Thank you all, and see you all next time. Get my music, if I can find it. The tab, there it is. Okay, now we're good. Alright, see y'all. Have a good one.